Welcome into Lady Tiger basketball, the final game before semester break. Tests were today and then more finals tomorrow. We're going to be with you here. Sapulpa Chieftains are in town. Get your Lady Tigers. Sapulpa comes in with a record of 2-2. Your Lady Tigers are 2-3. And we'll be back with the starting lineups and the national anthem after this 1-minute break.
Happiness is getting what you want. But first, let me explain how I got here. When I needed a vehicle, I went online and saw tons of ads. Click here, buy here, come here. So overwhelming. I want the best price and selection with the least hassle. So it's simple. I clicked on MatthewsFordVA.com, made an appointment to take a test drive, and was greeted with a warm handshake and the fantastic price that matched what I saw online. Click, shop, drive at MatthewsFordVA.com, only in Broken Arrow.
To get great care for your everyday life, you need more than an everyday doctor. You need one that listens. And that's just what Ascension doctors at St. John do. Listening to you helps us see your whole picture. And with care teams who take the time to understand you, getting the care you need when and where you need it has never been easier. Find care that is right for you at getstjohncare.com.
My name is Abigail Bailey. I was at my yearly checkup when I was 12, and we went and got x-rays, and she diagnosed me with scoliosis and that we needed surgery as soon as possible.
Tulsa Bone and Joint was very compassionate. They took their time with us. They answered questions. He was very encouraging.
Dr. Clark helped me see that there is life after spinal fusion. Just because your spine is fused doesn't mean that you can't do what you love to do.
Happiness is getting what you want. But first, let me explain how I got here. When I needed a vehicle, I went online and saw tons of ads. Click here, buy here, come here. So overwhelming. I want the best price and selection with the least hassle. So it's simple. I clicked on MatthewsFordVA.com, made an appointment to take a test drive, and was greeted with a warm handshake and the fantastic price that matched what I saw online. Click, shop, drive at MatthewsFordVA.com, only in Broken Arrow.
Welcome back into Lady Tiger basketball with Mickey Riplogo. This is Steve Cowan, and we're going to look at our starting lineups before we get to the national anthem. First of all, for the Sapulpa Lady Chieftains, they got 3 starter and seniors in this lineup. Brianna Lomack, a 5'4" guard, wearing number 3. Number 10 is Taylor Dimmitt, another senior guard. She's 5'6". A senior center, DeAsia Thomas. She's a 6-footer. She's a senior. And then there'll be Ray Osborne, a junior at 5'8", number 14. And then Tamira Poindexter, sophomore forward. She's 6'1", wearing number 21. Lady Tigers, it's going to be the usual suspects except for one. Jada Heitch is going to be out tonight. She's got that knee injury. So it's going to be Kelsey Duffy, Kirsten Hines, Kinesis Harding, which is also known as Tella, Miranda Givens, and then we're going to have, not confirmed on this, but probably Michaela Adams will be the other senior starter. Now we're getting ready for the national anthem.
This color guard is under the command of Lieutenant Colonel Walter Gagayesi. Carrying the Oklahoma flag, Ethan Buffington. The guards are Savannah Romine and Lorenzo Montoya. Please remain standing until the flags have been retired. Singing our tonight's national anthem is Broken Arrow High School senior Emily Schultz.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were
That was senior Emily Schultz with the national anthem. And Mick, Justin Roster tends to send out some very talented kids for us every home game.
My goodness. People pay money to hear people like that sing.
All right, let's look at it tonight. The Lady Tigers going without Jada Height, so a little short on the bench tonight. Height's generally a starter, but obviously not going to be doing that, the knee injury. They have not received the MRI yet, so not sure how long she's going to be out. He's just hoping to have her back maybe within the first or second week of the second semester, so we'll see how that plays out. But as we've mentioned, the starting lineup for the Lady Tigers and be mostly the usual suspects with Hines and Givens and Harding out there. And then Duffy also.
Looks like Adams has got her jersey off, her shooting shirt off, so she'll probably fill that 5th spot for us tonight.
That's what we were anticipating, and that's probably the way it's going to go. But it's going to be a shorter bench, and with the way these girls like to get out and defend and press, it's going to be tough. It's going to be a little struggle when you're a player short and run like they do.
Oh, absolutely. You practice with your teammates for a month or more coming into the season, and then for one of them to go down definitely caused a little issue for them, but they've got a good little squad, and they're used to playing a lot of players anyway with the way they get up and down the floor.
You know, they're going out a team that's 2-2 on the year, but they haven't played an easy schedule, losing to North Little Rock in the Fayetteville Bulldog Classic, and they also lost to number 12 ranked Tulsa, Washington. So, but then they're coming off wins at that Bulldog Classic against Hot Springs, Arkansas, and they beat Muskogee soundly by 30, 74-44.
Yeah, Coach Caleb over at Sapulpa, she's one of the premier coaches in the area. She does a great job with her kids, and Sapulpa's got a pretty good tradition of producing some pretty good female basketball players, and I think this year is another one. They've got a good little squad. It'll be fun to watch tonight.
We're going to see a team that's very similar to the team we saw last week in the Union Lady Redskins. You know, much longer than the Tigers, and able to do some things on the inside that the Tigers are going to have to be sure to battle. That being, of course, the offensive glass for what would be Sapulpa.
Yeah, basketball's a sport that if you can do a lot of the little things right, you can give yourself a chance. And we're definitely going to need to do that tonight with, of course, the turnovers like usual. We've got to limit those, but yes, we've got to keep their bigger players off the glass and grab as many rebounds as we can.
It's going to be winning the tip was Poindexter for the Chieftain. She's going to take a three and get nothing but the twine. So that you don't see that very often. The girl or any team, the kid that jumps centers and a traveling violation right off the bat. So you talk turnovers at the top of the program just a few seconds ago, and there it is, the first one, traveling violation against Harding.
Well, you got 6'1" shooting the three-pointer and hitting nothing but net. That's a little scary.
Adams has drawn that against her. That one isn't good, but on the offensive rebound is Deasia Thomas. Looks like we had a jump ball, so it's going to go to Broken Arrow on the alternating possession. And they're going to come out with a press very similar to what Broken Arrow does, that they're going to go with the big girl out front. And I think, if Broken Arrow had a couple of more big kids, I think that might be what they try to do with Miranda Givens as well. There's a three on the way. Hey, count that. Oh, nice play by Miranda Givens to knock that one out. So a couple of threes to start this for both teams. And we are tied at 3 early. Osborne puts it on the floor once, now looking for another three. As Dement puts it on the floor, and looks like it goes off her knee. No, going to say Duffy hit it last.
I'm not sure the laws of physics would allow for that to happen right there, but they got the call.
Poindexter hustles it down just before going back court. That's a tough match for Adams, especially if they put Poindexter inside. Givens going to be called for the foul as they went down low on Osborne. Able to spin around and get free. It's Givens first, and that's a player the Lady Tigers can ill afford to lose.
Yeah, they went right at her and went right at her quick and hard.
The men's first one is good, 4-3. The visiting team from Sapulpa. Good box out there, but the point went in anyway. Now they've changed up to almost a man on the inbounds.
Nice.
Harding got it, nice cut. She's going to take it all the way in. Goes up with the left, can't get it. Rebound, Givens, good. Lady Tigers tie it. Good hustle by Givens to get back down there. Now breaking the press. Going to give it up and going to go across to Poindexter for an easy two. That was too easy. Look across, she does.
Want to break the press quick, and Sapulpa did that just then.
The men's going to come in and get called for a foul. Hines really had nowhere to go, didn't give her any room to move, got underneath her, fouled her right away. So it could be a live by the press, die by the press kind of night. Inside Givens, ducks under and gets the two. Steal by Duffy from behind. Lady Tigers looking to take their first lead tonight. Ooh, risky pass. Good catch by Hines. Now she's trapped down in the corner. And she walked or stepped on the baseline. Either way, turnover, Lady Tigers.
Got down in that corner, and you can't go there.
Especially without maintaining your dribble.
That's right.
And Hines gave it up in a hurry once she got the ball and had nowhere to go. DeMint's going to penetrate, beat everyone down the court, go in easily. Oh, it doesn't go. Givens reaches in, got a jump ball. It's going to go Sapulpa's way. She and Thomas were tied up. Looks like as Dooney asking for a charge, step up and take a charge. Don't let her drive all the way down. Kick out, 3 on the way, and it's good for DeMint, and she caused Lady Tigers some problems last year. Givens goes ahead, and Oak just gets it as it bounces around. Good find again by Duffy. Duffy averaging nearly 5 assists a game. Has 2 already here early, and the bucket goes down for Osborne. Relaxing a little bit more in this press now, just straight up man-to-man. Oh, and the steal by DeMint.
Oh, she missed it.
Missed
Easy
it.
layup.
Yeah, had the chance. This careless was Adams getting with the basketball, and DeMint was able to pick that one. Duffy's going to penetrate, go up with the left, and just rolls over the rim, doesn't get it.
2 layups that both teams should have made.
Nice steal, well defended in there by Harding. Hines gets it slapped away from behind. Quickly coming the other way, Poindexter against Givens. Goes back to Mint. 2-pointer, foot was on the line, doesn't go. She gets her own rebound, is not blocked out by Harding. Now from the corner, doesn't go, and again an offensive rebound. Timeout, Dooney, and he's not happy. We're going to take a timeout here, a 30-second break on AeroVision.
To get great care for your everyday life, you need more than an everyday doctor. You need one that listens. And that's just what Ascension doctors at St. John do. Listening to you helps us see your whole picture. And with care teams who take the time to understand you, getting the care you need when and where you need it has never been easier. Find care that is right for you at getstjohncare.com.
Too many second chance opportunities for Sapulpa there, Mick.
Yeah, we gave up 2 offensive rebounds. You give a team like Sapulpa 3 chances at scoring, they're gonna hurt you.
Got to do the little things, and I think that was the first thing you said when you came into the booth, if you can call it a booth. We are perched up a little bit. There's a three-pointer on the way, misses everything. Givens had an offensive rebound, then lost it. And right down there to cause trouble. Number 10, DeMint. And she's worth a mint.
Yeah.
Oh, nice hustle from
hustle.
Miranda Givens. Lands on the basketball. Surprised she didn't hurt her hip. And she's holding it a little bit.
It's a great hustle. When your biggest kid on your team hustles like that, you got to be happy about it.
It's got to inspire the rest of them. DeMint for three. Gets it. Chieftains open up an 8-point lead right now. Lady Tigers, shorthanded, can't afford to fall behind too much.
Gotta watch that 10 count right here.
Doohan gets it across, almost double dribble. She's going to take it on in and score. So Hannah Doohan off the bench, not intimidated at all. Comes a 2-on-1 break. Hines at 5'4" can do nothing against the 6'1" Poindexter.
Boy, she caught that ball high, kept it high, went back up with it. It's exactly what you want out of a big girl.
Nice pass again from Duffy to Givens. Givens could have gone straight up there. That's kind of the opposite of what you were talking about.
Yeah, she was a little more out of position than Sapulpa was down here on our end, and that's another one of those little things. And when the ball's coming down the floor, you've got to be thinking of your positioning all the time. She was open, got the ball, but she was too far under the basket, had to take that dribble, and couldn't convert on the three-point play, but we got the foul and hopefully one free throw out of it.
That block is down there for a reason. Don't get any deeper than that block.
Yeah. Court awareness.
Givens, nice help, comes over. So Duffy and Givens teamed on almost a good steal there. Well played.
Yeah, great positioning. Just one-on-one basketball. Really good defending right there by Duffy. And good help by Givens.
Kiana Clark checking in. A little more size on the court now. She goes in for Duffy. The Mint's going to back it back out, try to go inside. Poindexter puts it on the floor. Now it goes over to Osborne. Good defense right now. Good sequence for the Lady Tigers. DeMint takes it in, doesn't get the call, but the ball rolls off. Doohan thought she had a charge. Trapped, nowhere to go with it. Traveling violation against Harding. DeMint gets out of that one too easily. Someone's going to have to step up. Givens almost got the ball back. Here's a three on the way from Poindexter. Doesn't go. Long rebound for DeMint. Forces it inside. Easy shot, doesn't go right there for Lewis. So, not that Sapulpa didn't have their chances.
Yeah, DeMint's a little jitterbug out there on the floor tonight. She's quick and in position.
Stealing that long pass and going all the way was Osborne for Sapulpa. Long pass, kind of ill-advised right there in that situation. But got no help because Harding didn't go to the ball strong enough. DeMint's going to get called for a block there. It's a good matchup with DeMint and Hines. They're both basically about the same size, about 5'4". DeMint has two now, so that's good news for the Tigers. Mark that down at 1:40 to play in the first.
It might be good for us if she has to get a little soft on Hines. Might free her up for a couple of good looks at some threes.
Three on the way, in and out, doing nice block out. Lomack couldn't get it. Duffy's going to push. She's going to take the shot. Short. Duffy runs across, tries to alter the shot of Poindexter, but to no avail. 11-point lead at the 1 minute mark in the first, 23-12. Chieftains.
Well, you get your big girl out running the break like that and finishing on a wide open layup on the other end. That's hard to stop.
Hines gets her second three of the game right there. Poindexter pull-up three, no. And just not blocking out again. Lady Tigers allowing Lewis to come in and get the rebound, and she's fouled. That was Kiana Clark with the foul. Kamaya Cowan is going to come in. And we've seen her enough that we do know she will block out. Lomack on the floor, drives. Gives it up inside. Doesn't go. Thomas couldn't get that one. Here comes the left-handed Adams. Long pass, and a foul is going to be called on Sapulpa. And I don't think Dooney wants that pass.
Yes. Dribbled herself into some trouble. Made the one pass that you should not make, long and cross court.
Adams only a sophomore. There's a block. Adams needs to work on her, most times you see girls work on the left hand. She needs to work on that right-handed dribble, being left-handed.
Yeah.
Get that offhand so you can take it back the other way. Doohan's going to check back in. Clark's going to have a seat. That foul was on Clark. She was in there for a short time and picked up 2 fouls. Did a good job for us while she was in there, though. Little penetration. Throwing it away is Osborne as she was looking down low for Poindexter, but not to be. Givens loses her handle at the free throw line. And that one's good by Osborne. 10-point game at the half. We'll be back at the quarter, back for the second quarter after this. 25-15, Lady Tigers trail on Arrowvision.
My name is Abigail Bailey. I was at my yearly checkup when I was 12, and we went and got x-rays, and she diagnosed me with scoliosis and that we needed surgery as soon as possible.
Tulsa Bone and Joint was very compassionate. They took their time with us. They answered questions. He was very encouraging.
Dr. Clark helped me see that there is life after spinal fusion. Just because your spine is fused doesn't mean that you can't do what you love to do.
My dad's always saying a little extra effort now will really pay off later. Here's how you can put in just a little extra effort and help out our schools in a big way. Just switch your checking account to TTCU. It's easy, and every time you use your school pride card, TTCU donates to our schools. So far, over $1 million. They're the only ones doing that. So make the switch to TTCU and be the person who's making a difference for our schools.
Too many turnovers right now going for the Lady Tigers, and they're going to have to clean that up, Nick.
Yeah, I think I had them down for 8 turnovers in that first 8 minutes of play, and boy, you let a team like Sapulpa have that many chances. Throw in the offensive rebounds that Sapulpa got early, and that's easy to see where the 10-point deficit comes from.
Yeah, you just lose possessions right there.
Yeah, we didn't shoot poorly.
There's a nice little back door from Harding. And
Yeah,
going to the line will be Adams to shoot a pair.
Think back on that first quarter, we did not have a lot of shot attempts.
No. Well, you think about it, 15 points, 2 of those were threes. Probably shot the ball pretty well. Probably missed a couple.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not going to be good if you have as many turnovers as you have shot attempts.
That's right.
Hines tried to step in there and swipe that pass, couldn't. Hines going to have a chance at a three right here. It's on its way, short. Chieftains rebound high. She wanted to reach in. Pull up from behind. Oh, man, it got hit from behind.
Might have missed one there. We'll take it.
Yeah. That one didn't go. Obviously, it was Lomack taking that shot. Now she has the basketball up at the top. Harding on her. Penetration inside. It's going to be a three-point opportunity for Thomas.
Those situations there, Steve, you can make one mistake, but don't make two. We gave up the baseline, let her drive in for that layup, and then we made our second mistake by fouling her.
That's the sophomore Deshante Thomas. Yeah. Not the Asia Thomas, who's the senior. But she can't convert on the three-point play, and Duffy throws that away. Missed the communication. Zigging when she thought was going to be zagging, and made the pass to no one. Lomack and Duffy doing battle right there. Lomack gets the ball across, going to penetrate. Pass inside, shot doesn't go. Battle inside again. Here's going to be a third opportunity. Third time not the charm. And there's we got a jump ball. So good effort in there by Alexis Lewis. 3 shots, doing all the work on her own. But nothing going. Pressure out front. Able to drive around it, but not able to score.
Good block out by Harding right there.
Haven't been able to say that too much tonight. The Lady Tigers can just block out and cut down those second chance opportunities. They'll get back in this ballgame.
Yeah, they're definitely not out of it. Just a few possessions here and there.
Cowan has the ball on the block, puts it on the floor, almost loses the handle on it. And she does, and going to be a tie-up and going back the Lady Tigers' way. Hines going to check back in. And Duffy's going to come to this bench. Lady Tigers. Adams puts it on the floor, picks up her dribble and gets trapped. Givens puts it on the floor and gets fouled.
I think first time I have noticed us running that offense there. Girl at the high post, a lot of cutting and movement. Looked like it might have caught Sapulpa off guard there. I don't think they were ready. It wasn't our typical spread.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hines in the corner and going to go up, and she's going to get fast, so she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Hines is 75% free throw shooter. 6 of 8 on the field. If your name is not Miranda Givens, you've not shot very many free throws for the Lady Tigers. That's because all the activity is outside. Hines gets that one to go. And that one as well.
We're in the 1-and-1. We need to continue to be aggressive.
Hey, there's what I like. The Chieftains throwing the ball around a little bit.
Pressure paying off for us.
Wow. Hines just threw, sometimes I've seen a lot more passes just to nowhere tonight from the Lady Tigers than we've seen in the past. Baseline doesn't go. Offensive rebounds. No one blocks out. She's fouled by Hines. So Hines doesn't block out and then complicates things with the foul on Poindexter. Now, I know there's a big height advantage there, but you got to put the body into her.
Kind of goes back to that one mistake, not two.
Yeah. And that's a spot that Hines isn't used to being in. You know, when she rebounds, she's coming from the outside in. So in her defense. But got to put somebody quick on her and on Poindexter, because she can shoot from the outside. She can proven she can put it on the floor and go too. Right. So, you know, when you're 6'1" and can do that, and you're matched against 5'4", you got an advantage because you can just post up inside if you need to.
I'm going to guess that she's related to one of the boys basketball players from a few years back. Boy, he was big. I want to say 6'9", 6'10"-ish. Great player for Sapulpa. I don't know if that's a...
Oh. Lady Tigers got lucky. Little collision down there and called the block. Thought they were going to call the walk, but 1-and-1 for Miranda Givens.
When we've broken the press quickly, we've gotten good layups, good shot attempts. That was another one of those.
That's almost happened both ways. It seems like that's the key, breaking that press. Givens hits that one.
Yep.
So Givens, who's shot 30 free throws, 31 now, 30 coming in, and Harding was next close to her at 14. So Givens now 20 of 32 from the line. Another quickly dribbled press breaker. Number 3, 4-3, doesn't go. That was Lomack. Cowan clears it. Here comes Duffy. 3 on the way. No, Cowan underneath, and she was fouled. That's one of those cases girls just need to know they can go straight up against Kamaya there. And everybody likes to swing that arm.
That's Sapulpa's 9th foul. We were just got into the 1-and-1 a minute ago, and already 2 more fouls.
That one's pure from Cowan. Lady Tigers going on a little mini run here. Cowan hits this, they can cut it to 6. Nope. Givens makes a battle to get it. She's going to grab the loose ball. Nice play by Miranda Givens, and she gets bellied up against, and there's going to be a foul with a push. So Givens going back to the line, and she's going to get a shoot 2. That one on to Asia Thomas, the senior. She has 2. 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here. So make a nice little run. The Lady Tigers are doing it, and it's coming on the offensive end. They seem to be stepping up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happened with Sapulpa. Their defense doesn't look quite as tough. I know they've had a few subs in the game, but our girls have stayed aggressive, taking the ball to the hole. We've gotten a couple offensive rebounds. But if Sapulpa's going to keep fouling us, that's going to be to our advantage. They don't have an endless supply of players.
Can we keep Miranda Givens fresh? That might be the question.
Yeah, that's going to be tough. We've said it over and over. She's one of our only big girls. And tonight, I tell you what, she's really carrying us. If she can make one of these free throws here, she'll be our first player in double digits.
We needed to get both. I'm asking for both. Gonna be greedy. There's the first one, and it's pure. So Givens now is 3 for 3 on the night. Four of a kind, the shooter's bounce, as you would call it, right? Not the shooter's roll this time. She got the shooter's bounce.
She's got a great looking shot. That junior college up in Kansas is going to be happy to have her.
They're going to give them because they're going to extend her. She'll be able to shoot from 3.
Yep. Nice.
There she goes. Anticipation. Givens saw that one coming across to Poindexter and swiped Osborne's long distance pass away.
You and I had a great view. She was all the way down under the basket where she's supposed to be and made a cut on a cross-court pass, tipped it out of bounds. Great job, Miranda Givens.
There's going to be a hold right there on Adams, trying to deny Lomack from getting the basketball. Coming in now for the Lady Tigers, Dimon Sanders. So it's Duffy, Sanders, Harding, Dewan, and Cowan.
Nice help by Harding.
Cowan gets over a little bit of it, helping over, just going over Harding that time. Nothing she could do. That was an air ball, and Asia Thomas just went over the top and got it.
And that wasn't her girl, but she did a great job of rotating down and trying to block out.
Wow, Dewan to Cowan, nice give and go. Duffy stepping up defensively, not allowing an easy inbounds pass. Lady Tigers has a 5-point lead, and here comes Hines. Sanders is going to come out. Coach Junior wants to talk with her a little bit about maybe being somewhere. Oh, Lady Tigers did get the basketball back, so Duffy creates the turnover on that inbounds pass. Tries to go over the top, no good there. Dewan kinds of slows the break down a little bit, but now pushing it was the sophomore Sanders, or the sophomore Thomas, and there's a three-pointer. Hines going to put it on the floor, kick it out. Harding for three, got it. That was key. Lady Tigers needed that one after the last possession there. Oh, Hines goes in, gets the steal. We're going to have a jump ball, and the ball is going to go over to Sapulpa. Getting down on the floor for it was the sophomore Deshante Thomas.
Those are two completely different possessions for the Lady Tigers. The one before we got stagnant, weren't moving the ball, no cutters. That one right there, we had girls moving everywhere.
No, and they're going to get a push off on Poindexter.
Yeah.
Am I seeing that right? That's her second.
Leaned in and then cut the other direction. The official just happened to be looking right at it.
So Poindexter has two, and DeMint has two. And Poindexter's still in. Now, we haven't seen DeMint this quarter, I don't believe, because of those two fouls.
That's right.
Givens puts it on the floor, tries to go up underneath the basket too far. Can't get it, coming back. Someone's going to call for a foul for the Lady Tigers.
Oh, no.
It was Dewan's.
Ooh, I saw that two go up, and I thought it was Givens.
Nope, no Dewan. Cowan's going to check back in, and probably Dewan's going to come out. That's her first. Let's see. Nope, it's going to be Sanders.
Noticing a little offensive, defensive strategy on our substitutions here.
Go.
Got Sanders coming in for the defense. Cowan playing offense. Most of the Cowans I know are very offensive minded.
Well, this one's offensive minded, and the other one, it's just offensive. So, and I'm not talking about anyone from her family. Trap down there. Dewan for three, strong. I like she was confident with it though, wasn't she?
Yes, she was.
Hines got to stop her up front. No, nice little step to the left, doesn't go. Rebound and a foul. As Deshante Thomas is going to go to the line. That foul was on Dewan. That one's good. So Lady Tigers, they got it as close as 5 just a couple of minutes ago, but now it's back to 7. There's Darlene Caleb. Coach for Sapulpa, one of the premier coaches in this area, if not in the state. She's been around a long time. Does a great job. Assistant athletic director over there also at Sapulpa. Yep. Lady Tigers, a violation there. Don't even get it across half court. With no DeMint and Poindexter also kind of in foul trouble, Lady Tigers need to take advantage.
Yeah, there wasn't much excuse for that.
Duffy pokes
Two
it
different
away.
players had an opportunity to take that ball across half court. And
Givens almost with the foul. Deshaunte Thomas with that offensive rebound and bucket, a 10-point lead. If you're going to catch it there in that corner, get it out there. Cowan throws it away. She had a lane she could have dribbled in. Givens got to be careful down there on the floor. Poindexter leaked out, got an easy one. Sanders back off the bench. Duffy's going to be trapped in the corner, gets it over to Hines before that can happen. Hines puts it on the floor. She's going to be tripped. And that's going to be on Deasia Thomas.
Well, Steve, I know we're not keeping live stats here, you and I, but one stat that I'd be afraid to look at right now would be Sapulpa's second chance points. Seems like every time they miss, they've got somebody there to grab a loose ball, and they don't always score right off that rebound. Sometimes it's a foul, and they get their points off the free throw line, but I easily the 12-point difference here tonight.
And you know Coach Dooney will be talking about that when he gets those girls in the locker room.
Yep.
And the thing is, most of them come after, it seems to me that maybe they're letting Sapulpa girls just penetrate too deep when they beat the press and not meeting them with the defense up high enough.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Sapulpa's really good at breaking that first wave of defense.
There's a foul and a bucket by Osborne. Her chance to make a traditional three-point play hold up.
A good strong finish right there from the free throw line. You don't see a lot of three-point plays from there.
Yeah, that's what we talked about, that mid-level of the game, which is almost gone from the high school and college level.
Nice find right there.
Looking for a
Still
cutter.
got your
Harding
dribble.
There she goes. She puts on with the left hand, a little pump fake. Doesn't get it. Givens, offensive glass, and scores. Givens good defense there. Cutting things off, not allowing that second chance point to score.
Nice.
3-point shot on the way. Penetrate. Oh, missed it. Kiana Clark was in there battling for the offensive rebound with two Lady Chieftains, and it goes out of bounds off her.
I know Coach Dooney will be all right with that right there. We've got a good push off a great outlet pass right there. Good find for an open three, and we attempted to go get an offensive rebound. Those are all positives right there.
Timeout. These last 38 seconds. So a little bit of run there as we go to half. Let's see if we're going to get a full or a
30.
It's a 30.
Yep, 30.
Yeah, it'll be a 30. So we'll just keep it right here as we see Coach Dooney giving some coaching going on down there. And what would be your coaching tip?
Well, I think most of our stuff, other than the.
Here's the offensive rebound and put back by Givens.
That's it right there. I think I said it a few games back. Once had a coach that said even a three-legged dog can hustle. You know, you're not always going to prevent another team from getting off a good shot. And Sapulpa's done that. But boy, what you can do through hustle and good positioning. I know Coach Dooney has taught the techniques. Get yourself in good rebounding position. Then the hard work, the hustle comes in. Block out and go get that ball. And limit Sapulpa's second chance opportunities. And we've seen at least twice that they've had at least 3 attempts.
Yeah.
And again, you just can't beat a good quality team.
I think they spell that out. I don't know how many second chance opportunities they've had, but there's one nice positioning down there. You speak of it by Alexis Lewis. Open the lead up to 14, but it's been those second chance opportunities combined with the turnovers that have allowed Sapulpa to get in this big lead right now.
Nice
Good
find.
find. Yes, it was. On the floor, Sanders, and she's going to kick it out. And there's a three for Harding on the way. Gets it.
Good looking shot right there.
Nice ball movement, almost a steal down there by Sanders. She reaches in. Oh, she's going to get called for the foul. Good pressure by Denham Sanders. That's her first.
Coach Dooney is pointing at the clock right there. Love the hustle. But 60 feet from the basket with less than a second to go, and you can let that one go.
Just not knowing that, in a sense, if she gets the 2 points out this, you could consider that a turnover as well.
Absolutely, yeah. It's possibly giving points away.
Right.
Because she's not going to make a shot from that far out. Oh, no.
Ooh, okay, offensive rebound almost came back to haunt the Lady Tigers as we went to half, but it's not going to do it. It's 45-34, Lady Tigers on the short end. We'll be back after this on AeroVision.
Tiger Threads is your one-stop shop to get all things BA. Whether you're a little Tiger, current student, or proud alum, a parent, or just a fan of Broken Arrow, Tiger Threads is taking black and gold to a whole new level with apparel and spirit accessories. Tiger Threads is located inside the front entrance of Broken Arrow High School and is open Monday through Friday. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and visit us online at batigerthreads.com.
You know I'm back, like I never left. Another sprint, another step. Another day, another breath. Been chasing dreams, but I never slept. I got a new attitude and a lease on life is a piece of mind. Seeking a find I can sleep when I die. Want a piece of the pie, got the keys to the ride and shit. I'm straight. I'm on my way, get up my way. I'm running late, what can I say? I heard you died twice. Once when they bury you in the grave, and the second time is the last time that somebody mentions your name. So when I leave here on this earth, did I take more than I gave? Did I look out for the people, or did I do it all for fame? Legend is Exodus, searching for euphoria, trudging through the mud to find the present, no ignoring. I got 20,000 deep off in the street like we some warriors. My mama told me never bow your head. Whoa.
I feel glorious, glorious. Got a chance to start again. I was born for this, born for this. It's who I am. How could I forget? I made it through the darkest part of the night, and now I see the sunrise. Now I feel glorious, glorious. I feel glorious, glorious.
I'm feeling glorious. The crib looking Victorian. Oh yes it is. You know that we've been going it. Since we hopped out that DeLorean. Yeah, we went on guard. Things are just things. They don't make you who you are. Can't pack up a U-Haul and take it with you when you're gone. We posted on the porch, my family's glasses to the stars. My grandma smiling down on me like, whoop, that boy got bars. Okay, yes I do. I said amen and hallelujah. Let me testify to another morning. A morning won't let self get in my way. I got my breath, I got my faith, and I remember why I came.
Feel glorious, glorious.
Do you wanna dance?
Moving, grooving, slip and slide. Come on, baby, don't you hide. Come on, come on, come on, baby, 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 baby,
There's something inside all of us, an instinct, a longing to go home. But what is home? Is it the house you grew up in? Is it where you started your own family? Or is it more than that?
They tried to chase me, but they let me here. This feels like home. This feels like home. I've been searching for that something that nothing could ever replace, so I will roam until I can say this feels like home.
Home is a place where you feel safe. Safe to smile. Safe to laugh. Safe to challenge yourself to reach new heights, but safe to make mistakes along the way. Home is a place where we can make a difference, where the smallest thing we do can change someone's life forever. Our mission, our noble cause is mighty, but it's who we are, and we're proud of it.
This feels like home. I've been searching for that something that nothing could ever replace, so I will roam until I can say this feels like home. This feels like home.
Whoever said you can't go home again never saw a place like this. A place where a broken arrow somehow always points toward greatness. A place ready to welcome you back with open arms, no matter how long you've been gone.
This feels like home. This feels like home.
Home is a place that honors the past while knowing the future is here and it's brighter than ever before. No matter who you are or where you've been, you are part of our story. This is our place. This is your place. This is Broken Arrow, and this is home.
Welcome back. Second half of Outrage to start. This is Steve Count alongside the extremely popular Mickey Replocal, who's been spending time with his peeps. You know, and I didn't know, Mick. I thought maybe, you know, you got so many friends here that you were just going to abandon me and kind of ignore your contract we have.
Well, I'll tell you what, sometimes it's nice to get out and see the friendly faces after spending a half with you. But the late, great Randy Papay is in the house tonight. Came to watch her former Lady Tigers, and had to go visit with Randy and her husband Rich. They're good people.
They are. Lady Tigers on the short end right now, 45-34. They get the basketball to start the second half. Hines is going to go over to Adams. They're going to swing it around. Given stops that swinging right there and goes back to Hines to the top. A lot of cutting going on.
Tell you what, I saw some ball fakes out there. That's
that was Adams doing that. There's a three for Hines, short. Oh, Duffy almost with a steal.
Yeah, I think
And
Duffy
hit it out of bounds
on the end line when she touched it.
All right. Good
Boy,
pick
she's
up
such
there.
a hustler.
She is.
Man, love that.
Got after that one. Poindexter's going to inbounds it now for the Lady Chieftains. Lady Tigers again in that full court press. DeMint back in the ball game. She with 2 fouls. She and Poindexter both have 2. They're at the press breaker. Oh, and Givens got a hand on it, almost batted it away. That one doesn't go, and Givens with the rebound.
Great block out by Harding. Pushed her girl all the way under the bucket.
Oh, and DeMint with the steal. And there's where that left-hand dominant Adams just got her into trouble. Couldn't spin back to the right.
Yeah, if you're going to handle the ball, you've got to be able to use both hands.
Got a couple of years to do that after this year, though. So
she'll work on it. She'll get better.
Duffy thinking about the 3, DeMint in her face. Harding down low. She's being guarded by Osborne.
Nice cut.
Givens almost thought about it. Now she's got it. Oh, and short. The Asia Adams there was to provide a little trouble. Osborne puts it on the floor, goes up, can't get it. Hines with a good rebound, blocking out. Adams goes up, going to get called for the charge. Had really nowhere to go with it. And Clement draws the charge. Thought maybe with the left hand she was going to kind of come around and shoot a reverse that time. But
yeah, she gave a good ball fake there. The defender just didn't fall for it. She didn't really have anywhere to go.
That's her 3rd personal. Thomas pulls up from the elbow, back irons it, gets her own rebound. Poindexter spins and scores. Another offensive rebound. If we'd known they were going to have this many, I'm sure you would have been charting points off offensive rebounds. Then go backside. Sanders had it, lost it, tied up, Sapulpa ball. Doing checking in. Hines coming to the side, trying to explain something to her coach. He just looks through her onto the court. Poindexter gives it up to Thomas, who's going to pull up and shoot. Doesn't go, and over the back, Poindexter on Givens. Good block out. That's going to be the 3rd. That's never a bad thing when you're out on the opposite side of Poindexter to see her pick up her 3rd early in the second half.
Steve, is that a misprint? Am I saying that she's a sophomore?
That's not a misprint, unfortunately. Gosh. Yeah, they're going to have her and Deshaunte Thomas for a little while, and then Alex Lewis is in some time, and there's another bucket. Scrap on the floor, a little tie up there. Lomack. Cowan's going to check in for Sanders. There's that offense-defense sub you were talking about. The referee gave the ball to the wrong team. Hey, if you can get away with it, why not? Cowan puts it on the floor. She gets it down there. She's going to shoot.
If those other 2 officials are any good, they'll tease him in between games.
Oh, yeah, unmercifully.
Yeah.
We might even go down to the officials' huddle and give him a hard time.
Well, it was a nice little inbound play once they gave it to the right team. We'll get a couple free throws out of that.
Cowan misses the first one. Deshaunte Thomas coming in, another sophomore who's seen some valuable minutes for the Chieftains. First points of the half right there for the Lady Tigers, almost 2 minutes in. Excuse me, 3 minutes in. Oh, just not quite able to get that steal. Doohan tapped it away. Givens tried to get it, couldn't.
My
The
goodness.
Mint puts it on the floor.
Ooh.
Looking down, can Cowan get to the goal in time? She does, and she scores.
It's a difficult finish right there for a lot of younger players. You got two defenders roaring down on you.
And Cowan gets the block. Here comes Harding. Duffy on the far side doesn't go to her, pulls it back out. Tries to go inside to Givens, just not strong enough, and Givens is going to be fouled because that pass went right to Poindexter. I thought maybe Harding was doing a big skip pass and trying to throw it over to Duffy on this side. And
I thought so.
If
that was the player that was open.
If that was the pass, she didn't give her quite enough of it. So Lady Tigers 51-37 on the short end here. And what do they got to do, Mick? It's like we keep talking about it, soaring it up on the rebounding, and also, they haven't really turned the ball over except for that one right there early, but they still haven't quite got enough points in 3.5 minutes of play here in the half. Only 3.
Tough spot to be in. You're behind, and you think, well, we need to turn up the pressure. Sapulpa has shown tonight that they've got the guards to be able to withstand that pressure, and so they are. I don't know. Maybe we don't put quite so much pressure up front on a full court press, and maybe look at a half court trap, something along those lines. But Sapulpa's not having any trouble with this full court press at this time, and they're just getting some easy looks on the other end.
Yeah, Taylor DeMint just handles the ball extremely well, makes good decisions. An experienced player.
Another thing is we've got 4 turnovers in the first 3.5 minutes. And
4 turnovers and 3 points. That won't bode well.
No.
Duffy putting pressure on Osborne out front. Good defense right there. She goes baseline side. Almost loses it. But then going up and scoring is Deja Thomas. Hines is going to be up for 3. That's a deep one. Short. Duffy tries to battle, but Deja Thomas pulls it down. Osborne gives it up. Lomack. It's just, some of the length is really giving the Lady Tigers fits. Nice hands by Hines, but it hits out of bounds and goes back to Sapulpa.
Yeah, when you're not as big or tall or fast as the other team, you've got to put yourself in better position, and you got to try to outthink them, beat them to the spot. Some of those things that are really hard to coach, and in a young team like what we've got, it's going to be hard.
Kind of a duck in and under move by Osborne, and she gets it. She has 15 for Sapulpa. Duffy being hounded by DeMint. Givens out front, looking, wanted to get a Cowan. Now she goes to Duffy. Duffy's going to take a 3 from the corner, can't get it. Givens puts it on the floor, and she was trapped underneath the basket, and it was blocked out of bounds by Poindexter. And she's lost to contact, I think. So Givens, coming across. She's going to have to replace that. They're going to just sub in for her. Clark's going to do it. So Givens gets poked in the eye. Daniel Stewart helps her out with a little bit of contact solution. Going to get that back in. Adams wants to go to Doohan, doesn't, goes back out. Going to restart it from the top. Cowan looking inside, can't find anyone to go to. Tried to get a cutting Adams, but went through her hands, and DeMint's on the floor. Adams comes in and ties her up. Sapulpa basketball. Lady Tigers in danger of falling behind by 20, and here comes DeMint now, going to push it. Gets past Duffy. 3-point, no, not shot. Pulling it out. Now goes Thomas, is going to duck in and score. Good ball movement by the Chieftains.
Great ball movement. Very unselfish play. Great passing.
Adams puts it on the floor with the right hand, then kicks it back to Duffy, who's going to take a long 3. Doesn't get it. You know, she's just 3 feet behind the line. Scoot up a little bit more, and that's going to go. Little Euro step, or as I like to call it, a travel. Wasn't called. But Broken Arrow gets the basketball in that alternating possession.
Been out of coaching for a little while, Steve. I don't know if that's a move that they have made a conscious effort to allow. But back when you and I played, that was
that
was a walk.
That was a no-no. Yeah, that Euro, I don't, you know, sometimes I can see the Euro step actually is good, but that one didn't look quite legal. There's a lot of things that are legal now that weren't when I was growing up. DeMint stopped by Cowan trying to penetrate. That one doesn't go. Is that Poindexter? No, there's going to be a foul down. No, that was DeShante Thomas who was fouled. You know, we're up here in the corner, and I usually call volleyball from here because it's easier to see the court from down up here on the volleyball court. But in basketball, those light blue numbers on the dark blue jerseys, just don't do it for these old eyes. It's a little hard to pick up numbers for me.
Yeah. Not, I can agree with that. Very difficult to see. Is DeMint the best guard that our Lady Tigers have faced this year? Because she's the best one I've seen.
Yeah, so far. You know, we've still got Bartlesville awaiting, and they have a real good one there. That girl's been playing forever.
But you just, you can't press this one.
No.
And for a team like the Lady Tigers that rely on pressure defense and some turnovers and an up-tempo, you get a good, smart ball handler that just isn't going to get rattled. And I don't recall a single turnover on her part yet tonight, which is my cue for her to turn one over right here.
Well, she knows how to suck, as you saw there. She sucks the defense to her. She's not planning to score. She's not going into there to score. She's going in to suck the defense in and then kick.
Yep. I'd like to know where she's going because she's got these skills to go play at a big-time college.
Cowan called for the walk. Of course, now her height's going to affect her a little bit. She's only 5'4".
Yeah.
But if she can handle, penetrate like that and kick, then it's not going to be a problem. The ultimate in what is termed the floor general.
Yes. Goodness.
Broken Arrow had one like that a few years ago, now playing at the University of Tulsa, but could score better than DeMint. Was a little bigger than Alexis Galden.
Yes, very similar.
There's a case of Sanders not being confident in her offensive game right there, right?
Absolutely. I wasn't going to say it, but she caught that ball wide open on the wing and no one on her.
Could have taken a dribble in, had a wide open three,
that's
or,
right. Or at
kept
least,
on coming.
Yeah, at least put pressure on the defense to do something. I think we mentioned it a game or two back. Draw that defense out. You can make two girls guard you, then somebody's going to be open.
And that could be the difference between Denham Sanders, a sophomore, and Taylor DeMint, a senior.
Yeah.
DeMint with a crossover, and she's going to penetrate, go with the left, rolls out, offensive rebound again, and a foul on the Lady Tigers. Nope, traveling.
Good call. She's a little off balance, caught that rebound high. 5 seconds for the Lady Tigers.
Hines trying to penetrate and gets a couple around her and grabbed. Here comes DeMint. Oh, there goes the shot, and almost could have been a foul on Doohan right there. She grabbed DeMint just before that shot. 61-37, Lady Tigers trailing the Sapulpa Chieftains. We'll be back for the fourth quarter after this on Aerovision.
Happiness is getting what what you want. But first, let me explain how I got here. When I needed a vehicle, I went online and saw tons of ads. Click here, buy here, come here. So overwhelming. I want the best price and selection with the least hassle. So it's simple. I clicked on MatthewsFordVA.com, made an appointment to take a test drive, and was greeted with a warm handshake and the fantastic price that matched what I saw online. Click, shop, drive at MatthewsFordVA.com, only in Broken Arrow.
To get great care for your everyday life, you need more than an everyday doctor. You need one that listens. And that's just what Ascension doctors at St. John do. Listening to you helps us see your whole picture. And with care teams who take the time to understand you, getting the care you need when and where you need it has never been easier. Find care that is right for you at getstjohncare.com.
So, Mick, whenever I gave the third quarter score of 61-37, I didn't realize what I was saying. Can you fill us in a little bit right there?
Yeah, we scored an entire 3 points in that quarter. That, along with our 8 turnovers, spells a 24-point difference.
You didn't realize, I think you can see the difference that Jada Heights can make. I know Sapulpa's a good team, and we're going to struggle to beat them anyway. But Jada Heights, that's 7 points. You know, she's only averaging 2.5 rebounds a game, but it's some of the blocking out that she's doing. 7 of her 12 rebounds on the offensive end. She's got 10 steals. So that's one that hurts us. It cuts into our depth a little bit in the rotation, those sorts of things. Now, is she going to make a difference? Not as far as maybe the win and the loss, but as far as the closeness and the battle that the Lady Tigers are putting up against them right now would make a difference.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're right. She's not going to be a 24-point difference, but her 7 offensive points, few offensive rebounds, assists to play her teammates, blocking out, ball handling. That's another thing that we're going to miss from Jada tonight is just her ability to be confident with the ball and not turn it over. And all that, that's going to help a team when she's here. It's going to hurt when she's not.
So the Ladies Tigers score first here in the fourth. They get a couple of free throws from Miranda Givens. But then the Lady Tigers did not press the inbounds passer. Got back a little bit better. Another offensive rebound and a tie-up. And it's going to go Sapulpa's way.
Yeah, that was a quick press breaker, but it looked like maybe our Lady Tigers were in a zone press versus the man-to-man.
Offensive foul right there, and that's going to be number 5 because Deasia Thomas immediately walking to the bench. And that was a quick substitution also. Wow. You know, you get that minute there, and it looked like, miscommunication. Duan picks up the loose ball. Here comes Hines trying to go on to Mint. And one thing I noticed about the Mint's defense, she does overplay to the girls' strong side.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, she's
smart defensive player.
Yeah, she is. She's savvy.
Right there, Hines kind of lost what was going on. She tried to bounce it off someone's leg, and nice battle back to steal, but it was going to be a broken arrow ball and a tie-up. So why not just battle down there, take the tie-up, not the 5-second count.
Yeah, she got herself in a bad spot under the bucket in the 3-second lane, and I think she just kind of panicked a little bit.
Ooh, going to be a blocking foul on Duan. That'll be her third. Shooting foul. Thomas DeShante, the sophomore who remains in the game. Deasia Thomas, as we mentioned, is fouled out. That one no good, off the side of the rim. Her second on the way and doesn't go. Lady Tigers get the rebounds. They cleared out Givens with that one.
Nice
Pass
look.
up to Dooans. Dooans going to take it on in. Going to get shut off and then come back to Duffy. Looked at the three, didn't want it, penetrates.
Nice.
Gives it to Givens. Nice pass. Shot blocked to foul. Little disbelief there in Poindexter. And she's gone. Referee over there talking with her a little bit, but I think that was a fine. To me, that was not a bad reaction at all. Maybe she said something that we couldn't hear.
No, I think he's just explaining to
what
the
foul
coach
was, what he saw.
Yeah, I mean she swiped at the ball. Boy, that official was 20 feet away. Made the call, and Coach Caleb called him out on it. Wanted an explanation.
I thought maybe he was over there talking about the reaction that Poindexter had after the foul.
No, I think that was pretty typical of a kid who.
That's why I thought the reaction was fine.
Yeah.
That's a carry.
Thank
oh,
you.
my
Thank
goodness.
You, thank you.
How does this official back here not see that?
Not sure. I think I haven't looked at their entire roster here, Steve, but I think those are Sapulpa's two tallest players on the bench for the rest of the game, and one of them being their leading scorer.
Yeah, Poindexter and Thomas. Both seniors. Oh, and a steal right there, and here comes Osborne. Little hesitation and gets it. DeMint just hounding Duffy, who goes back door and overthrows Givens.
Offensively, I've noticed a few of the times we've struggled is when we've.
Oh, nice steal by Duffy. Oh, good hustle, but she throws it away. Then poked away by Sanders, but Sapulpa again comes away with it. They're just getting, and it's not that they're hustling any more than Lady Tigers are, but it seems like the ball is just bouncing to them more often in some of those loose ball situations.
Positioning, confidence with the ball. Boy, when you're confident with the ball, you just hold it differently in your hands.
A little stronger with it.
Not sure what the official said, but all 10 players stayed on one end of the floor like one thing was going to happen. The official ran to the other.
It's a good take, but it doesn't go. And another offensive rebound to Mint. There was no way she was going to shoot that one.
Huh.
Goes inside, can't score. Nice rebound by Clark. Long touchdown pass to Givens, and I think it was, well, going to say it goes off Sapulpa's Lomac. That was a good throw. That was a long way to throw.
It was a gutsy pass. We weren't in position, but Givens out hustled her and got to it first. Nice cut.
Clark
nice find.
Can't score. Lomac going the other way. Harding gets back, and that should be a travel.
Boy, what a point guard to have that can get a rebound and make a half-court outlet pass to a girl on the run.
So what you're saying is, if you're coaching at the next level, you're going to put her on your recruiting chart.
She'd be my first pick of the bunch out there tonight, that's for sure. She's solid. Look at that.
Oh, and she missed the layup. So far, she struggled a little bit with some of those layups in there. I think she has not hit one inside except maybe early in the game.
Yeah.
The last four she's taken have rimmed off about the same way.
Yep. She tried a little floater last time. You can tell that's unusual, her reaction. She's quite disappointed in herself.
There's zig and zag communication.
It's our 7th turnover.
In the quarter?
Barely over 4 minutes. Pressure's wearing on us.
Oh, smart play by the man. I think in a closer ball game, she's going to get the call. Surrounded in there, and there is a foul.
Yeah, you and I can see she's initiating that contact and just puts the defender in a tough spot. That's where our girls have got to learn to not get beat early.
There you go. The man gets that bucket. That's her 10th point. You know, she's missed some easy ones. Another turnover, Lady Tigers.
Yeah, I like the way Duffy looks up the floor. You know, this game's out of hand tonight, but she looked up. She had a teammate down the floor. A one-handed pass up the floor. That unselfish play will pay off.
Well, again, there'll be a lot of practices over break, and it's going to be a different team when the Tigers come back. Jada Heitch will probably be ready to play a couple of games in, and these girls will be a unit that's more used to playing with each other in the style that Coach Dooney wants. A steal and a tie-up.
Yeah, a lot of coaches look forward to those Christmas breaks because a lot of growth can happen. And I know Coach Dooney may not be pleased with our win-loss record at this point in the season, but boy, he's got some girls that are just playing hard, trying to do things right. And boy, got to love the effort.
Givens knocks that one out of bounds. Osborne's going to inbounds it. And DeMint, who's set out most of the second quarter, maybe even a little more than that, has not been to the bench here in the second half. So Osborne looking like she wants to do something and take Givens, but Miranda's having none of it. She can guard you out there. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, it's a good little battle.
Nice find by DeMint. Easy bucket for Deshani Thomas.
Pulpa's been real patient in the second half, made our girls play a lot of defense, and I think that's affected our offense.
Well, so Duffy got over there and affected the first shot, but the second one goes in for the Chieftains. Oh, and a steal. DeMint.
We need some timeouts. Both teams need to clear their benches right here.
Caleb's going to do it now.
Yeah.
Harding goes up and scores. Caleb calls the, hey, let's call timeout so I can get some girls in. 107 left to play in this ball game. 75-42. Sure, Coach Dooney knew it was going to be a tough one, and even got tougher when he lost Jada Heitch. Batted away by Kiana Clark. She's going to push. She's got someone coming behind her. She's going to go up and score. Going to be a block. Chance at a three-point play for Kiana Clark.
Tell you what, I like that. She put her head down, got her eyes up on the rim, and just wasn't going to let that that defender bother her, and took a little punishment for it, but got the 3-point play.
Going to be another turnover. Harding's going to go to Duffy. Layup by Duffy. Yes. Alexis Lewis handling the ball out there against Harding. She's just going to dribble the clock away. Nope. Oh, all right, here she comes out. Thought better of it. And Mick just a little overmatched tonight. Lady Tigers losing at 75-47, but some of it was self-inflicted.
Absolutely. I had us down for 19 second half turnovers. 32 on the game. If they only score on half of those, that's a 30-point difference.
19 turnovers, 13 second half points for the Lady Tigers. So Lady Tigers fall to 2-5 on the first semester part of the season. When they come back on January 4th, I'm sure it'll be a different looking team ready to go, as Coach Dooney will have these girls practiced up and ready to go whenever we take the floor against the Lady Trojans, against Tulsa Booker T. Washington on the 4th. So that'll do it until we come back in about 20 minutes with boys basketball. This has been Lady Tiger basketball on AeroVision.
My name is Abigail Bailey. I was at my yearly checkup when I was 12, and we went and got x-rays, and she diagnosed me with scoliosis and that we needed surgery as soon as possible.
Tulsa Bone and Joint was very compassionate. They took their time with us. They answered questions. He was very encouraging.
Dr. Clark helped me see that there is life after spinal fusion. Just because your spine is fused doesn't mean that you can't do what you love to do.
My dad's always saying a little extra effort now will really pay off later. Here's how you can put in just a little extra effort and help out our schools in a big way. Just switch your checking account to TTCU. It's easy, and every time you use your school pride card, TTCU donates to our schools. So far, over $1 million. They're the only ones doing that. So make the switch to TTCU and be the person who's making a difference for our schools.
Tiger Threads is your one-stop shop to get all things BA. Whether you're a little Tiger, current student, or proud alum, a parent, or just a fan of Broken Arrow, Tiger Threads is taking black and gold to a whole new level with apparel and spirit accessories. Tiger Threads is located inside the front entrance of Broken Arrow High School and is open Monday through Friday. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and visit us online at batigerthreads.com.
happiness is getting what you want. But first, let me explain how I got here. When I needed a vehicle, I went online and saw tons of ads. Click here, buy here, come here. So overwhelming. I want the best price and selection with the least hassle. So it's simple. I clicked on MatthewsFordVA.com, made an appointment to take a test drive, and was greeted with a warm handshake and the fantastic price that matched what I saw online. Click, shop, drive at MatthewsFordVA.com, only in Broken Arrow.
To get great care for your everyday life, you need more than an everyday doctor. You need one that listens. And that's just what Ascension doctors at St. John do. Listening to you helps us see your whole picture. And with care teams who take the time to understand you, getting the care you need when and where you need it has never been easier. Find care that is right for you at getstjohncare.com.
My name is Abigail Bailey. I was at my yearly checkup when I was 12, and we went and got x-rays, and she diagnosed me with scoliosis and that we needed surgery as soon as possible.
Tulsa Bone and Joint was very compassionate. They took their time with us. They answered questions. He was very encouraging.
Dr. Clark helped me see that there is life after spinal fusion. Just because your spine is fused doesn't mean that you can't do what you love to do.
My dad's always saying a little extra effort now will really pay off later. Here's how you can put in just a little extra effort and help out our schools in a big way. Just switch your checking account to TTCU. It's easy, and every time you use your school pride card, TTCU donates to our schools. So far, over $1 million. They're the only ones doing that. So make the switch to TTCU and be the person who's making a difference for our schools.
The academic team is basically academic trivia. We have a team of 4 that'll compete against other schools in the region. And we have subjects in science, math, history, government politics, mythology, any sort of ancient history, ancient religions, that sort of stuff. But it can be almost anything that they ask.
The thing about academic team is, as much as it's a competition, it's a lot of fun too. Whenever we're doing there, we're making inside jokes, we're making memes, and we're having a good time, and that's my favorite part.
And it's also just kind of fun to do something that's not exactly like homework, but I still feel kind of productive.
The academic team is a lot of fun. We've got a lot of members that join. We have all different skill levels, novice all the way to varsity.
You learn how to get quicker at math, you learn all sorts of books and plots from those books.
We have to do a lot of math skills. We have to practice on our math skills. We have to practice our science skills. There's a lot of history, like I said, so we do a lot of reviewing. There's a lot of literature and poetry, so we review authors, famous works, famous plays, stuff like that.
You learn a lot of weird stuff. Like in practice, we learned about like German World War II literature. I was like, I didn't even know that existed.
Can't tell you how many times I've had to learn some math thing to get quicker at academic team, and it's paid off immediately in my class the next hour.
To join the academic team, they can come in and talk to myself, Mr. Erickson in Science Hallway 106, or you can go talk to Mr. Bailey, and he's upstairs in A East.
The purpose of DECA is to prepare students for work and future college endeavors by emphasizing business studies and financial studies related to business.
DECA is a business-oriented class taught by Ms. Coffey at the high school, and we just kind of talk about a lot of different aspects of business like marketing, accounting, pricing, and a bunch of different stuff about business, and we kind of go over that and do simulations, competitions, we go to conferences and stuff, and we just talk about how to be better leaders and how to better operate businesses and stuff.
My role, I'm a vice president and I'm over the social media, so I always post pictures of us, I send out messages and reminders of meetings, and I just show you all the fun things that's happening with DECA.
My favorite aspect is the meeting of new people. that I wouldn't normally meet outside of DECA, and I don't think that I would have gotten to know them if I hadn't joined DECA.
The things that we do are all practical. We have simulations we run where you are in charge of a retail store. You choose your location in a city. You choose your advertising. You write your own emails for social media advertising. You do everything involved in running this store. And it teaches you through the profit or loss what's successful, what's not.
Benefits of joining DECA, you can have a lot of skills that'll get you into your college life, and it'll just teach you everything you need to know for after you graduate and go into your professional business life.
I think if you want to get a group of friends together, if you want to meet new people, and if you want to try new things, and if you want to give back to your community too, it's kind of an all-encompassing type of group where you can hang out outside of class and do fun things, but you can also give back to your community, and you also get to learn about business and a lot of other stuff. So.
FFA is a student-based organization that goes along with agriculture class. It is a group that has competitions and events that go inside with the kids' projects that they have in their agriculture class, such as animals, shop projects, plant projects. The FFA, as a club, was established nationally in 1928. Broken Arrow was one of the forefathers of that. Therefore, they did begin the FFA program in 1928, the very first year that it was available. We have 150 students that are enrolled in agriculture courses and close to 100 students that participate in FFA. To be in the FFA, you have to be enrolled in agriculture, any agriculture course. And we have a prerequisite agriculture course called Agriculture 1. So you begin there. You can begin as early as a freshman, and you can begin as late as a senior. The activities that the FFA involve are showing livestock. We probably attend 15 to 20 shows a year. It goes all the way through the school year. We also compete with our plants. We take them and compete like at the Tulsa State Fair that the kids raise in the greenhouse. We also have competitions where they study all year long and compete with other students on what they've learned in their class, such as we had the state-winning range team last year where they go to a pasture and they tell the farmer what they need to do to improve their pasture for cattle production. The main purpose is to prepare the students for the world of work, where they can go out and get a job in the field of agriculture or an industry related to agriculture, such as welding.
My name is Grace Reddick. I am a senior and I'm in the athletic training program. What got me started in this program was I played basketball for the school in 8th and 9th grade, and I had really weak ankles, and so I would always roll them. And so I would go to the training room for treatment, and I would see the students working in the training room, and I just knew that that's what I wanted to do. My favorite part about athletic training is definitely the friendships that I've made, the memories I've made, and just getting to learn something new every day. Some challenges that I've had to overcome would be doubting myself, because I tend to do that a lot. And when I do that, I stress myself out. And so especially when I first started taping, I would psych myself out and be like, oh, well, this isn't good enough. And I would doubt myself and I would stress myself out. And you just have to overcome that. And 3 years later, I'm fine. With the year that football's having, being one of their athletic trainers is just so exciting, because just the atmosphere that they bring and all the excitement that they have for the sport and this year is just, I love being a part of that. My plans for college are I'm going to Emporia State in Emporia, Kansas to major in athletic training. I definitely want to be in the career field of sports medicine. I would love to be a high school athletic trainer, because that's when the kids are just starting to figure out who they are and what they want to be and that kind of stuff. So I would really just love to be that person for them.
happiness is getting what you want. But first, let me explain how I got here. When I needed a vehicle, I went online and saw tons of ads. Click here, buy here, come here. So overwhelming. I want the best price and selection with the least hassle. So it's simple. I clicked on MatthewsFordVA.com, made an appointment to take a test drive, and was greeted with a warm handshake and the fantastic price that matched what I saw online. Click, shop, drive at MatthewsFordVA.com, only in Broken Arrow.
To get great care for your everyday life, you need more than an everyday doctor. You need one that listens. And that's just what Ascension doctors at St. John do. Listening to you helps us see your whole picture. And with care teams who take the time to understand you, getting the care you need when and where you need it has never been easier. Find care that is right for you at getstjohncare.com.
Welcome in to Broken Arrow Tiger basketball here at Tiger Fieldhouse along with Mickey Replogle. This is Steve Cowan. The Sapulpa Chieftains are in town. The number 3 ranked Sapulpa Chieftains coming in undefeated with some big wins. And Mick, the Broken Arrow Tigers going to have their hands full tonight, no doubt.
Absolutely. Heard a lot of great things about this Sapulpa team. I know they've got quite a bit of experience. So it'll be an interesting matchup.
Let's look at the starting lineups, and there's one name right at the top. You may recognize Cameron Dennis. He has moved over to Sapulpa during the summer and will be playing for the Sapulpa Chieftains his senior season. Also, another senior is Julian Smith, and then that's Jacoby Durant, number 11. He is also a senior. Eli Williams, a 6'5 junior forward wearing number 20, and 6'4 junior guard Hunter Hogat rounds out the lineup for Coach Ricky Brunner and the Sapulpa Chieftains. For your Broken Arrow Tigers, it's the usual suspects. Cody Nagy, the 5'10 guard, a sophomore, number 1, and Ian Golden, his running mate, also a sophomore guard at 6 foot. Logan Dolan, a senior, number 10. He is a 6'5 guard and among the leading scorers for the Tigers, averaging 13 a game. Jared Barnes, 6'3". Playing forward, he's a sophomore. And then Caleb Sticka, the team's leading scorer, 13.5 a game, and shooting at a 63% clip for the Tigers.
63% tells me he's getting good shots. Not only is he a good shooter, but he's getting good shots. And
they made a specific effort to go down to him in the last ball game against Union, and he came out strong in the start for those guys.
Yeah, he's a wide body. So far this year, I haven't seen him do anything flashy, which last time I checked, they don't give style points. So keep it simple, make good solid moves, and go get some easy buckets.
Well, let's hope Coach Bo Wallace's Tigers can get those easy buckets against a solid basketball team in blue, the Sapulpa Chieftains. Jumping it up, it's going to be Sticka for the Tigers and Eli Williams. Both those players come in at 6'5". Sticka a little thicker. And we're underway. Sapulpa Chieftains control the basketball, and Dennis has got it right there at the top. Looks like the Tigers a little man-to-man pressure or matchup zone, if you will, maybe. Maybe a 1-2-2. Julian Smith, a little dipsy-do, back in and out. That one doesn't go, and an offensive rebound there for Williams. Three-pointer on the way, no. Golden taps it to Nagy. Nagy's going to put it on the floor and being hounded by some quick defenders and losing it out of bounds, but it's going to stay for Sapulpa. So Nagy with the turnover, and the Chieftains come out with instant full court pressure after that rebound.
Yeah, Sapulpa's got two of the quickest guards we're going to see all year.
Stick is going to pick up the foul as he gets underneath Smith. Coach Wallace saying, hey, it was straight up. It looked like he may have moved under him.
Not sure, but I think Smith might be a 3-year starter for Sapulpa. And he's got some confidence to go with that quickness.
That confidence did not get him that first free throw, though. It's still no score, 7:24 to play. Smith's second one on the way, and it is good. Full court pressure, guarding the inbounder. Golden with the basketball. Being hounded by Dennis. Barnes at the top as the Tigers work it around. Golden on the floor, gives it to Sticka, but Sticka stepped out of bounds. Not the greatest of handoffs. It was a little crowded in there, Mick.
Yeah, he penetrated, got the help up that he was wanting as a guard, and left Sticka open. We just weren't able to get the ball to him. He was open, and I think we had 2 easy points waiting if we complete that pass.
Three-pointer on the way, doesn't go. And in that zone, it's tough to get those long rebounds. And Jacoby Durant makes the Tigers pay. There's a whistle and a foul on Smith. You know, Sapulpa's got, looked like that whole time Eli Williams was kind of open, just floating around the lane, and they didn't want to go in there to him. So don't know sure how big of a scoring effect. Oh, and that one's going to be poked away and stolen by Durant. He spins, traveled, not called. Smith on the rebound, can't get it. Sticka clears, gets the elbows out. Goes over to Dolan.
Sticka's got a textbook rebounding style. Grabs that ball high, brings it down, elbows wide.
Oh, nice going. They had Dolan cutting back door, and then they switched over to him, and he quickly got the ball to Sticka. Nice play on both ends on both those passes. Good defense by Sticka. Here comes Golden, going to push. He's going to take it on in. It's going to get blocked. It's going to be a blocking foul. Foul's going to be on Hunter Hogat. That's his first. So Golden with a chance to tie and then give the Tigers the lead if he can hit both. Off the front of the rim. Comes in shooting 68% from the line. Averaging 8 points. He has a team high 12 assists. He gets one of them. So it's a tie ball game. Dennis is going to bring it up for the Chieftains. Playing against his former team, he hasn't really forced anything tonight. Smith can't get it. Battle for the board. Second chance, the big man, Williams, puts it in. Nagy pushes. Left hand goes over to Sticka. Sticka fakes up. Goes up, can't get it. Gets his own rebound. Goes up again, and that's clean. Official calls a timeout. Trying to figure what that's on. Some equipment over there, baby, on Smith.
But 32's dinged himself up a little bit. He's going to be all right.
All right, so Hogat had a little limp there going on, and he's clean now. Durant penetrates. Hogat kicks it up to Smith. Oh, gets Golden in the air, and he pulls up. Can't get it. Sticka rebounds. Here comes Nagy. Uses the Sticka screen. Goes over to Dolan. Down inside. Barnes back to Dolan, being guarded by Dennis. They know each other well. And that's probably why Dennis is on the second leading scorer for the Tigers.
They may both have a little bit to prove tonight.
Definitely so. Nagy, a runner, doesn't go. Chieftains are going to have numbers. Dolan, good hustle back. Dennis almost walks. Doesn't. Nagy's almost forced out of bounds. And he was. That wasn't called. Sorry, didn't think the ref was going to hear me. Dolan, deep three, no. Smith now pushing as he got the rebound. He's going to pull up, little floater, and he scores. And Dennis slaps the ball away, so Dolan can't get it in quickly. Block. Going to call on Smith. Doesn't agree. Going to say I was in defensive position. Nick, what'd you see?
That's his second. Well, I'll tell you what I did see is the official that made the call. It's a tough spot to be in. May have been Offensive may have been the defensive
The way it
blocking
went.
foul.
Toughest ones in basketball, right?
Yeah, that official is, the movement is going straight away from him, so it's hard to see. But the good thing for the Tigers is that's his second. He's on the bench.
Oh, a block there, and you could have got some body, but not called.
That's about the most contact we're going to see this year without a
whistle,
foul
yeah.
call. My goodness.
Dolan quickly from the top of the key, got it. Puts the Tigers on top, 8-7, Logan Dolan. Did this little crossover, going to penetrate, going to run over Barnes. That's got to be offensive. No bucket. Jared Barnes takes the charge. Well done.
Little payback for the no call on the other end. Great job, Jared Barnes.
That's one thing I think the Tigers can do is maybe get Cameron a little out of control sometimes.
Yep.
He likes to penetrate. That's the kind of player he is. He's a slasher. He can shoot you, but he's also a slasher. Nice screen by stick out top. Nagy gets it slapped away again. Missed layup, offensive rebound. And the putback is good by Tejan Tafe.
Sapulpa plays at a quick pace, sometimes looks out of control, but you get enough possessions, you get up and down the floor enough. Just need a few of those to go in, and going to be to your advantage.
Yep. McGurdy in for the first time for the Tigers. He's going to reverse layup. It doesn't go, and it's going to come down as Hogad has that one, and he's pushing. That going to get called on a reach as Sticka. Didn't move his feet. On the floor. That's Sticka's second, and here comes Simon Blair in, and Simon gives you valuable minutes, and he may be asked to give more than the usual tonight.
Yeah, I was hoping we could get more time out of their key players being on the bench, not ours.
Blair grabs that rebound as it slapped away, went off the missed three. Good news is Barnes has been clear of fouls so far, so maybe he's catching up with the speed of the game. Shot's blocked. Blair can't grab it. Pushing is Williams. Gives it off Dennis for three. No. Oh, and there's a push. Williams fouls Dolan, who dribbled out of trouble under the basket.
McGurdy's got to learn on the other end that his player set up a screen for him, and he didn't use it. And there are times you're not going to use the screen if the player's overplaying, but there's no overplay, and kind of got himself in there and forced up a shot.
A little Tally checks in for the Tigers, and that's a guy that brings a lot of energy. I like the way he plays.
Yeah, we've got a lot of kids that can contribute.
Well, that pass just off the mark a little bit. Blair needed to put a little spin on that pass because Tally had his guy sealed. That was an easy two if we could have connected.
Yeah, Tally was telling him where he wants the next one. We'll see if we can't clean that up a little bit. Tally definitely had good position.
Tally up front on that zone. He's long. Nice steal by Golden. Comes in and picks the pocket of Tafe. He's going to take it up. He's going to scoop. Doesn't score. Follow is good by Blair. Tigers take the lead. Tafe's going to push up, try to take advantage. He's going to penetrate. He's going to stumble. Rebound's going to go to Jones. He's trapped down on the bottom. If Golden would have seen that pass, could have had another steal. He's going to put it on the floor, go against Blair. Can't get it. Blair gets the rebounds. 3 Tigers there to take it. Here comes McGurdy. He picks up his dribble, gives it to Golden. Golden puts it on the floor. Needs some spacing, gives it to Dolan. McGurdy uses then it's coming and picking his pocket. Here comes Williams now. Loses the handle on it. Golden gets the steal. Tigers trying to run. Dolan for 3. Can't go. Rebound. Tally gives it to Blair. What a pass. . Oh, my goodness. Tally, what a play. And Blair was there to finish it. Wow. Well done. That's a highlight reel there. We'll get to check that one on the break. Deep three. Dolan with the basketball. Gives a long pass to Golden down the side. He's going to take it on in. Step kids. Yes, it does. He gets a couple of bounces and it goes. Tigers stretch the lead. What a lead pass from Dolan, though. He got Golden running down the sideline. Found him there almost like a quarterback calling that one. Golden with the steal. He returns the favor. That's been happening. He's at his pocket pick and then coming from behind. Jones slaps it away out of bounds. Tigers will have it underneath. 10 seconds to play in the quarter.
Cherry checking in.
First time we've seen Cherry. Quintevin Cherry. Quarterback coming in. Here comes Nagy also. McGurdy's going to sit down. Dolan's going to take a break. Kind of surprised me there on an inbounds play. Thought that might be the guy you go to. Let's see what happens in these final 10.
Oh, there he is.
Simon Blair, and he's going to get stripped. Oh, that's costly right there. Oh, on the foul, Cherry comes back and then fouls him. Good hustle, but a little less than 6 seconds on the clock.
Well, that's one we'll
you
definitely want back.
You don't want to, you got 2 points. Could be a 4-point swing. He hits both of those. You think, hey, we're going to get 2 on this inbounds, and then you give up 2. That one goes down for Toffee. Senior dominated team, the Sapulpa Chieftains, but they do have some sophomores at play, and Toffee is one of them. That doesn't go. Nagy's pushing. Can he get it off? He's going to have to shoot it now. Left hand doesn't go. Tigers lead at 14-10. And let's look at that impressive play. Let's see if we got that one called up by Tally. Here we go before we go to a 30-second break. There's Tally grabbing that rebound, and as he's falling down, gets the ball off, and it goes in. So Tigers lead at 14-10. We're back in 30 on AeroVision.
My name is Abigail Bailey. I was at my yearly checkup when I was 12, and I got x-rays, and she diagnosed me with scoliosis. That we needed surgery as soon as possible.
Tulsa Joint was very compassionate. They took their time with us. They answered questions. It was very encouraging.
Dr. Clark helped me see that there is life after spinal fusion. Just because your spine is fused doesn't mean that you can't do what you love to do.
Back to Tiger basketball. Mick Replogle, I am Steve Cowan. And Mick, what do you got for us? Some interesting numbers.
Well,
here we're going to look at that. Here we go. There's the shot from Dolan. This is that play that we got a little bit of a look at. Tally falling back, and then there goes Blair up for the 2, and those were a big 2.
That was great awareness by Tally to be able to realize that he's getting ready to have a turnover, but also to be able to find a player in scoring position to go get a good 2 points for us. Yeah, the Tigers, 7 turnovers in that first quarter. Chieftains 6 offensive rebounds. Neither of those are good for us, but I do know that we had our fair share of both offensive rebounds and steals.
Oh, and on a positive note, Cherry makes his presence felt as he takes in that and scoops it and scores for the Tigers. So he makes up now for that little turnover he had. Oh, that's a walk. Yes, sir. I'm sure the official had some help standing next to Coach Wallace there, too.
Yeah.
I'm sure coaches, he traveled.
They have had multiple coaches calling for that.
All wearing white and sitting down on the bench, right?
That's right.
Udola way to come to the ball there, Logan. Goes behind the back, loses control of it, though. Oh, that's a palm. Oh, they're going to call Logan with a foul. Compounded the turnover. Wallace is saying, I don't think he touched him. Logan saying the same thing.
Yeah, that Sapulpa's press. Logan did a great job of beating that first and second defender, but he got to that third one and just didn't have time to get rid of it.
Lost it a little bit on the behind the back dribble.
Yeah.
Inside pass to Cherry. They're going to let him. Oh, and he got swiped. I'm telling you what, they've got some quick hands out there.
Absolutely.
Smith got quick hands. Durant, deep three, and it goes. We are knotted at 16.
We need him to pick up that third foul here. Nice
Inside, find it now. Tally, can't get it. It's a good look inside. Nagy with the steal. Take it down the sideline. He's going to take it on again himself. Nagy with the foul. Or Hoggett, I'm sorry. Nagy scores. Hoggett fouls him. Williams getting ready to check back in. It will come in on the second free throw. See what Nagy can do here. 71% free throw shooter. And got that one. Bounced off the back iron and went in. But the bottom line is it went in.
Tigers playing with a lot of energy. Got that steal, and he went strong to the bucket, and we had the next two guys coming down the floor. So in case he had missed that layup, we had rebounders running.
Everybody was ready to score, and Nagy got fouled, and he hits both of them, puts the Tigers back up by 2. So, you mentioned the turnovers and the offensive rebounds for Sapulpa, but Broken Arrow, has gotten their share of steals and gotten their share of offensive rebounds. It may not be evened out, but it's close.
Absolutely. No, if people are able to watch this game tonight, it's an exciting game to watch. May not be the cleanest game that you'll see all year, but these two teams are getting after it. They're getting up and down the floor, playing good aggressive defense, pushing the ball. My goodness. Ought to be some track coaches up here watching these two teams get up and down the floor.
Seeing some quick hands out there, too. Yeah. Deep three on its way by Duncan. No, and that's the second one he's missed from way down there. Che Ritz, that one go out of bounds and going to be Tiger basketball. Nice play by Cherry. Knew he couldn't get the ball, so he just kind of throws a hip into Smith, and Smith can't make the play until he's out of bounds. Nagy now see if he can control it against the quick hands of Durant. He gives up to Cherry, who's going to kind of help bring the ball and pull Williams out a little bit. They're just going to let him see if he can beat him. Crossover dribble, going to take Williams in. He was pushed, and he scores. So, we lose the, they're going to call a charge. Yes, they were. I knew he was there, and he was set. Barnes picks up his second charge tonight, and it was huge.
I'm telling you what. Poor guy has no regard for his own body.
Well, look at my body now, and I have no regard for my own either.
Oh, great job, Jared Barnes.
They're going to come try to trap Cherry, and he's almost lost the handle on it, but Dolan was there to pull it out. Golden going to penetrate baseline. He steps on the baseline, and he's going to get a push, a little force out there, if you will. Block. We're going to the bonus? Yes, we are. My partner, Mickey Replo, go all over that one. He said, hey, when we got a chance to go to the free throw line, send us there, Stripes.
That's, yes.
Yes.
It's a great way to minimize their athleticism. Just take it to them, get them in foul trouble, make them back off a little bit, maybe become a little more timid. Boy, we step up and make them, really going to help.
Tigers lead it by half a dozen right now, 22-16. You can see on the board behind there, Williams is going to kick it up. Durant's going to penetrate, pulls up, doesn't go, rebound. Nagy puts it on the floor, and he slashes between two chieftains. And he didn't hear you. He was getting ready to pick up and go to Dolan on the wing for 3. I sensed it. Okay, this is interesting. Going to bring Sticka back in. Cherry probably sensing still in football shape, not basketball shape.
Yeah,
Stick is going to have to go play it safe. He's got 2. Ooh, long pass, and Golden, got away with dragging that foot. Penetrates, gets it off to Sticka. Sticka underneath the basket and scores. Over here wanting the basketball was Duncan. No one saw him. He's missed a couple of threes, so he better not be clapping and saying, give me the ball, boys. So he knocks one down. Sticka jumps out at him. He penetrates, doesn't score. Sticka can't get the rebound, but then Nagy finds the loose ball. Sticka and Williams battled for it. Golden on the floor, and you know, there's been Cameron Dennis has been relatively absent so far. Timeout on the court. It's going to be a full, so we'll take it with you. We'll be back with more Tiger basketball on Aerovision after this.
My name is Abigail Bailey. I was at my yearly checkup when I was 12, and we went and got x-rays, and she diagnosed me with scoliosis and that we needed surgery as soon as possible.
Tulsa Bone and Joint was very compassionate. They took their time with us. They answered questions. He was very encouraging.
Dr. Clark helped me see that there is life after spinal fusion. Just because your spine is fused doesn't mean that you can't do what you love to do.
Well, we're back. Nice run here by the Tigers to push that lead back up by 8.
You know, we talked a little bit during the break about the football shape versus basketball shape. Share with your thoughts on that.
Yeah, football's a sport where you go hard for just a couple seconds, you get a rest, and hard again for a few seconds. Basketball can be, you might get up and down the floor for a full minute or so without a break. And so Coach Wallace getting Cherry out after just a minute or two is really smart coaching on he and his staff's part.
Nice little dish down, easy play on the baseline side. Williams gets it. Yeah, you don't get a 25-second between every play. And Dolan tries to go behind the back again and lose it. Leslie luckily picks it up. He might want to scratch that one for a while from his resume, from his repertoire, excuse me. Sticka, oh, he got behind it. What a catch. What a pass. Tigers are doing a lot of the good things. There's a three-pointer on the way, and it goes down, so cuts the lead in half. Durant hit that one. Golden going to force the action, get across the timeline. Sticka gets run into. Oh, and they're going to call a foul on Sticka. Wait a minute. He said offensive foul. What's he going? No, okay. Yeah. So the signal was offensive. I'm a little confused now. Who's it been?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a player control foul.
Yeah.
On the defender who ran through the screen.
Yeah.
It was a great screen by Sticka. I mentioned earlier that one of our players didn't use the screen that was set. Golden did that. The player ran right through our defender.
Yeah, that will be a. Well, did he? Wait a minute, I'm confused on. Is it the running over, or did he grab our offensive? It must have been. I'm totally.
Let's not say it too loudly, but they blew that one on who's shooting the free throws there.
Yeah, but I'm not going to think much differently between Stick at the line and Golden.
Yeah. The good thing is Golden's hit about.
Golden's been on tonight.
Several in a row, which is
that one. He backed off the line that time.
The curse. I should not ever say that. I'm sorry.
Very perimeter team. Oh, that's going to be a foul on Stick as he gave way and gives up. Yeah. Stick has got to just stand your ground. Yep. Don't give up. Don't give out. Other way. You're a big man. That's his third, and that's costly right there. And now we're going to say, Cherry, we don't care what kind of shape you're in. You're in basketball shape.
We need you.
Of course, Simon Blair can come in and give some time as well. So not hurting right now. The Cherry finally with the team after taking a week or two off after football. 3-point play not completed. Cherry is going to give it up to Golden now. He said, I don't want to dribble it down myself, coach, but thinks better of it. Golden goes behind the back. He's looking. He's going to penetrate. He's going to dish off. No, he's going to. There he goes. Finds Cherry inside, and he scored. He is almost fouled from behind.
And almost got the dunk on that one.
That would have excited some people. Cherry's kind of lost maybe on defense. Doesn't know where he's supposed to be playing. There he goes, getting out on a three-pointer. Misses everything except the hands of Nagy.
I think the jungle's going to let him know about that.
Nagy beating Cameron Dennis off the dribble, but loses control of it. Dolan's got to get on the floor and get that basketball. Come on, Logan. Traveled. He was moving all around the court. Was Hogat. You can't pivot on your backside.
Yeah.
There's not a 1 foot that is in place when you do that.
Yeah, we didn't get out on the floor, but thankfully Cherry got in his face enough to make him roll around to try to find someone, which caused the turnover.
Gertie's got to give it to Nolan. There he goes. Dolan puts it on the floor. Little runner with the right hand. Doesn't go, gets his own rebound. Oh, he could have gone right back up, but he gives it to Golden. Golden's going to go inside. McGurty for three on the way. Yes! Tigers have pushed the lead to 9, their biggest of the night. Three-point. No. Nice rebound by Sapulpa. A little up the down for Dennis. He's done that hundreds of times, but it doesn't work tonight because he's wearing the wrong color. It's going to be called for the charge as Golden. He said, "You sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?" And the official said, "Yeah, I'm sure."
Yeah, 3-on-2. We ought to at least you got to get a shot attempt up. It's good defense on Sapulpa's part.
Tigers, knowing what Cameron Dennis likes to do, are doing a good job of keeping him in check so far. And those sophomores want to step up as well and say, hey, don't leave us.
No, I think we're seeing
maturation process.
That class is stepping up. They, from the get-go this summer, they were on call.
Oh, look at this. Cherry face guarding.
Yes.
Cameron Dennis, but taking it in and scoring easy is Durant. So
I think we had a little mix up there. We had some guys doing one thing, some guys doing another. That was a wide open layup.
Some didn't realize that I think it was a box and one. Was called because they saw Dolan switch places. Dolan's going to score. Had two choices there. Go score or kick out. He chose to score, and he did. Dennis puts it on. Going to kick over to Hogard, who puts it on the floor. Gives it back to Dennis, who loses the handle.
Another 3-on-2.
Cherry falls on him. Where's it going to go? And it's going to go Sapulpa's way. They're going to find the basketball. Dennis is fouled by Golden.
2 3-on-2 breaks if we don't get a shot.
Dennis now looking for his first points, and that's the thing. You give a guy points at a free throw line, that may get him a little feeling comfortable. That one was pure.
Yeah, hold him in check for almost 15 minutes. Sure love to have him go to the locker room and think about not scoring at all instead of coming away with.
Got 1 and 2, but the littlest guy on the court gets the offensive rebound. 5'8", Jacoby Durant. Seems like every game we have to harp on that for the boys and the girls. Long three, and there he goes. Duncan finally hit it. He's been shooting it and looking for it and clapping for it and wanting it, and he got that one.
Yeah, he sets up in that offense like a shooter.
Yes, he does.
He's got his feet set.
And he's deep.
Yeah. Put the ball on the floor.
Yeah, almost got the 5-second call there. Dolan with it. Trying to get away from Durant, can't do it. McGurty's going to put it on the floor and he's going to go to the hole. Looking for a foul, and it's going to be a block, and it's going to be a 2 shots. for McGurdy as the Tigers go into the double bonus. Thing you got to do here, Mick, is you got to make both of these and then clamp.
Yeah, we need a solid defensive possession here.
That's part of it. That's a third of it right there.
Hopefully force them into a difficult shot, and if they are to miss, got to secure that rebound.
McGurdy 80%, a little better than that now that they hit both of these. And that's the three-point kid that's handling the basketball out there. And he traveled as he tried to give it up, so we'll take it. No wonder Duncan sets up on the three-point line and waits for the basketball. Mistake there made handling it.
Yeah.
Oh, and Jeremy Buzzard is going to feel grief from me as he tried to help and pick up that basketball and he couldn't do it. Jeremy Buzzard, one of the greatest fans the Tigers have had. He's always out here taking pictures, doing things. You can find his photos at Buzzworthy. McGurdy's going to take it again. Oh, and he just didn't go up strong. That's going to be it, though. Half is over. Three-pointer doesn't go for Sapulpa. Tigers lead it 36-29. We'll be back with a little bit of second half action in about 10 minutes on AeroVision.
Happiness is getting what you want. But first, let me explain how I got here. When I needed a vehicle, I went online and saw tons of ads. Click here, buy here, come here. So overwhelming. I want the best price and selection with the least hassle. So it's simple. I clicked on MatthewsFordVA.com, made an appointment to take a test drive, and was greeted with a warm handshake and the fantastic price that matched what I saw online. Click, shop, drive at MatthewsFordVA.com, only in Broken Arrow.
To get great care for your everyday life, you need more than an everyday doctor. You need one that listens. And that's just what Ascension doctors at St. John do. Listening to you helps us see your whole picture. And with care teams who take the time to understand you, getting the care you need when and where you need it has never been easier. Find care that is right for you at getstjohncare.com.
My name is Abigail Bailey. I was at my yearly checkup when I was 12, and we went and got x-rays, and she diagnosed me with scoliosis and that we needed surgery as soon as possible.
Tulsa Bone and Joint was very compassionate. They took their time with us. They answered questions. He was very encouraging.
Dr. Clark helped me see that there is life after spinal fusion. Just because your spine is fused doesn't mean that you can't do what you love to do.
My dad's always saying a little extra effort now will really pay off later. Here's how you can put in just a little extra effort and help out our schools in a big way. Just switch your checking account to TTCU. It's easy, and every time you use your school pride card, TTCU donates to our schools. So far, over $1 million. They're the only ones doing that. So make the switch to TTCU and be the person who's making a difference for our schools.
Tiger Threads is your one.
Welcome back. It's halftime. Tigers lead at 36-29. Joining me now, state champion of the Broken Arrow Tigers, or actually head coach of the state champion Broken Arrow Tigers, David Alexander. Coach, thanks for stopping in.
Of course.
Basketball at the court.
Man, it's of course, man. This is awesome. What a game. What a start to the game. Great first half.
It has been up and down, hasn't it?
It's been up and down. And you know what? It's just let our young guys run, okay? You're right. Don't hit them in there. I love what coach has done. Let these guys run around. And let their athleticism go. See if they can make some points.
Your quarterback did some good things while he was in there too, didn't he?
Man, yeah, it was awesome. He played great. He tried to dunk one. He couldn't quite get there. Didn't have his basketball legs.
That's right.
Yet.
That's right. He's still got the football stuff. Hey, let's talk a little bit about tomorrow.
Okay.
Big signing day tomorrow for Zach Marcaselli.
Yeah, early signing period. They started last year, right? And we've got Zach Marcaselli is going to sign with TCU. And I love it, right? That way he can get it done and go into wrestling and not have to think about it. Have a great Christmas, right? And, going to sign a 5-year scholarship to a private university in the Big 12, Texas Christian. It's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, it is a big deal. It's got to be a big deal to you as a coach to see your players do something like that. Get a sign like that.
Man, you know, Zach's been a warrior for us. He started for 3 years. You know, he started, you know, as a sophomore. We weren't very good, you know, and he's been a leader. He's been a team captain this year. He's done everything and more that we've asked him to do, and he's such a great football player. I can't wait to see what he'll do at the next level.
You know, I talked with him a little bit about the season, and you know, one of the things that Zach did prior to this year is he had some offensive touches.
Right.
And he said you promised him 10 to 15 touches a game, and he didn't get 10 to 15 touches this year.
Yeah,
so.
well.
There was a little guy named Noah Cortez that was doing
Right.
some things pretty well.
Yeah,
and,
you know,
and Zach mentioned that.
And our backup tailback this year was our backup quarterback, right? Was Q Cherry, right?
Yeah.
You know, he got all those carries that other tailbacks would usually get during a football game. You know, and we actually, as the season went on, we were going to get Zach some carries, and then in the Edmond Santa Fe game, he scores a touchdown, and like 3 plays later, he gets a real high ankle sprain.
Yes.
He's tough enough to play through it on defense, but we couldn't practice him much offensively after that.
All right, and you know, you got some other guys that are going to be signing as well. Eventually,
sure, we have a bunch.
Yeah, Gavin.
Yeah,
Potter's
Gavin
going to
Potter.
sign.
He's
don't know for sure where he's going now. He's
he's still committed to Kansas State, right? But with a coaching change, he's been on an official visit to Kansas. He's got some other teams calling him, so we will see where Gavin goes. I see he's in the jungle tonight with a Rock Chalk Jayhawk sweater on. So, well, we don't know where he's going to go. D'Amico is going to sign somewhere. You know, Colton Collier and Kaiser Newell will sign somewhere. Obviously, Noah. You know, we'll have 1 or 2 offensive linemen sign. You know, we'll end up with probably a dozen kids sign college scholarships.
Now, the question you probably get when you go most places is, what are we going to do next year?
Right. You know, and you know what? That is such an awesome question. I love it. Right. The narrative for the last 30 years has been, Coach, you guys think you can beat Jinx or Union this year? Right. And now the narrative is now, hey, Coach, can you win another state championship? And I love it, right? The bar's raised.
Yeah, win another. That's never a bad question to have.
No, it's never a bad question. You know, we got a great team coming back, honestly. You know, when you start talking about a team coming back and you start with Miles Slusher, right, and Andrew Rain, that's a pretty good start to a football team.
That's 2 guys that are getting hit hard with recruits, and with the early signing period and the way that visits are made now, you have had a load of coaches coming through your office over the last 2 weeks.
Yes, you know, all those teams that had conference championship games, they all got pushed back when the open recruiting started. So when all the conference championship games were over, it was a flood of coaches through there. And, you know, with Andrew and Miles, then there was some big-time guys through there. You know, I mean, Jim Harbaugh was sitting in our office. You know, Texas was there, Notre Dame, Michigan. I mean, Notre Dame, Nebraska. I already said Michigan. You know, Georgia. You know, just some big-time college football coaches in our office checking out our kids, and that's always a good thing.
Let's talk about another thing that's really good. And you've designed a great state championship ring. It looks really good, and maybe you could explain a little bit about what it looks like.
Yeah, you know, that's been obviously one of the most fun things I've done in a very, very long time, and very, very fulfilling professionally. You know, the kids. We had talked, you know, with my leadership group, my seniors, and some of my junior leaders, about, you know, if we win a championship, we want to get the biggest ring we can get. Right, so they did. They designed. They picked the biggest style ring we could find, and then it's going to be gold. You know, and it's going to have a lot. They're not diamonds, obviously, right? These are high school kids, but you know, they look like diamonds. I don't know the technical term for them, but CFs or something like that.
Yeah,
CZ.
Yeah,
there you go.
The
and,
cubic
you know,
zirconian.
And
that's what we're looking for.
And we'll have a raised gold BA in the center of the ring, right? You know, most of the rings in the past have had a black BA. You know, and so we're going to go all gold and all diamonds. And just very little black lettering on the side. You know, we're going to have 13-0 and diamonds on the side. We're going to have a mock-up of the 6A state championship trophy with the diamond and where the football's at. So it's going to have a lot of bling to it. It weighs about 1.5 pounds. It's not something you'll wear around casually.
No, but if you're a fisherman, you can take it and use it.
Yeah, you set your jug line with it, right? Or No, it'll be obviously something, when every time Coach Alexander's in a suit and tie going somewhere, he'll have it on.
And unless you've been ignoring everything Broken Arrow and everything football related, you know that Archie Bradley started out hey, I'm going to give you $5,000.
Right.
And that has really taken off now with what has been going on with the fundraising for that. And you're getting the price really down low for those kids.
It is. And, it's amazing. We got such a great price on the ring anyway. Right, and after the game, Archie Bradley jumps in my arms since he's going to make a donation, and he makes a $5,000 donation. Blackie Gibson came in and made a $1,200 donation. We did a fundraising authentic championship gear website. They raised over $7,000 to put toward the rings. These kids are going to get a championship ring that they'll have for the rest of their life for probably $60. Pretty amazing.
Well, we've heard the buzzer to get us started for the second half. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by. That has been head coach David Alexander looking for championship number two as we slowly approach spring football and get ready for next fall. Thanks, Coach.
Of course, Steve. Thank you, brother.
Happiness is getting what you want. But first, let me explain how I got here. When I needed a vehicle, I went online and saw tons of ads. Click here, buy here, come here. So overwhelming. I want the best price and selection with the least hassle. So it's simple. I clicked on MatthewsFordBA.com, made an appointment to take a test drive, and was greeted with a warm handshake and the fantastic price that matched what I saw online. Click, shop, drive at MatthewsFordBA.com, only in Broken Arrow.
To get great care for your everyday life, you need more than an everyday doctor. You need one that listens. And that's just what Ascension doctors at St. John do. Listening to you helps us see your whole picture. And with care teams who take the time to understand you, getting the care you need when and where you need it has never been easier. Find care that is right for you at getstjohncare.com.
Welcome back to the second half. Steve Cowan along with Mickey Replogle. Nice to have Coach Alexander stop by. Sapulpa gets the ball to start, penetrating inside, and a three-point opportunity on the way for Julian Smith. And was that the Barnes picks up the foul. Okay. Hey, there was something you don't usually hear to start the second half. First personal on Jared Barnes. We haven't heard that very often.
Yeah.
So Jared played a great first half, picking up 2 charges, and really just played great defense throughout. Didn't turn the ball over.
It wasn't an awful position right there. He just he jumped. Offensive player initiated the contact, and occasionally that goes to the offensive player.
Usually they say the rule of verticality, but it doesn't hold true very often.
Not always, no.
Golden's going to penetrate. He's going to get it off to Dolan. Dolan with that quick release. Yes, sir. You can count it. Oh, and is this what you were, Owen?
Yes.
Cameron Dennis gone down. We don't want to see that.
He's not grabbing an ankle or anything.
He's not grabbing. I don't know what it is. Ooh, and that doesn't look good. Head maybe? Did he hit his head on the floor? Could you tell? He's holding the top of his head with his fingertips.
I didn't see it. It happened around the free throw line, top of the key area. I know one of our players was cutting. So I'm not sure if he.
And you don't know that because he could have gotten a poke in the eye. You never know. Yeah, that
may have gotten hit.
Out.
Yeah, could have gotten hit on a back cut.
Well, he's getting up. It's almost like that hip area or something. He's limping a little bit. Yeah, I'm wondering. Is it a hip? Yeah, now he's looking okay. Walking off. We'll hope he's able to come back. Tigers lead it 39-32 on the three-pointer of Logan Dolan. Durant pushes it past Nagy, but good help defense there by Barnes to make him kick it back out. Jones is in for Dennis, number 13. So right now the size advantage up top for the Tigers. Ooh. Tell you what, Jones was trapped with nowhere to go. He got bailed out on that one.
Yeah, I think Golden just caught him.
Just enough,
on his way
by. Baseline, no, and that's going to be the third. Or will that be fourth? Yeah, fourth personal. Simon Blair coming in. And McGurdy checking in. Golden going out. Too easy and another foul. That one's on Barnes. He's going to pick up his second. Reaching in. They didn't even really run a play. He just ran to that spot and no one was paying attention. No one covered it.
Great inbounds play. Sapulpa started with the player on the block and moved that player to the corner, and our defender went with him, which opened up that block, and 32 just flew right in there.
Hogat gets the first one. Oh, you hate to see those fouls. You hate to see that giving up that easy entry pass.
We've played 1 minute and 8 seconds and had 4 fouls. I'm going to make an assumption that Sapulpa was told about how they how they played in that first half, and they're going to come out and get after it in the second half, because I don't think they expected to be down 5 at half. Or 7 at half.
Yeah, down 5 now. McGurdy's going to penetrate, kick back out to Dolan. Barnes directing traffic, one dribble. Got him in trouble. Dolan came to help. McGurdy on the floor. Jumps up, Dolan catches it. Yeah, gets it swiped. And almost commits a foul. Pushing is Smith, and the ball gets stuck. It's going to be Tigers basketball in the alternating possession. Cherry going to come in. Barnes going to go out, so doubling up the size there and maybe a little bit of ball handling as well. Cherry's got a chance to push. Comes to the wing, almost loses it, gives it up to Nagy, who drops it, and that's a double dribble. Yeah, you can't catch the ball and drop it and pick it up and try to dribble it again.
Well, the rule I was explained several years ago was that a fumble dribble is not a double dribble, but a dribble fumble is.
Oh, that's clear as can be, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it all has to do with when you have possession.
Yeah, that's what I think he had possession before the drop.
And he might have, the official might have seen that. I didn't notice it, but hey, he called it.
So it is.
We'll go down that road.
Oh, and he gets stripped. Hanging out too close to the half-court line where you have and his travel was missed. There's the three-point shot by Hogarth, doesn't go. Big rebound by Durant. Boy, that guy can jump. Jones with a shot, doesn't go. McGurdy is fouled. Coming back was Williams. Good rebound by McGurdy.
Yeah, his man was out on the three-point line. He blocked out momentarily, went in to chase the ball, and picked up a good rebound for us.
Nagy's going to come out. Tafe is going to check in. Golden checks in for the Tigers. Ooh. The one thing I noticed, we want the Tigers to be quick with the ball, but not hurried with the ball. And when we start getting hurried with the ball, that's when they turn it over a little bit on the dribble.
Yep. Yeah, there's a difference between playing fast and playing quickly. And
there's one of those right there.
Yep.
Oh, nice block from behind by McGurdy. Where's the possession going to go? They're going to say it belongs to Sapulpa. Tough angle from up here where it went off of. So we'll just have to agree with the gentleman wearing the black and white stripes. Hogarth puts it on the floor. Dolan pestering him. Penetration. Kick back out. Cherry almost with a steal. Three-pointer on the way. Launched. It was short. McGurdy knocks it out of. Oh, no, it's going to go out of bounds against Sapulpa. Smith kind of shot the arching rainbow and didn't go. And now Blair's going to come out. And Barnes is back in. Seen a lot of action this quarter, but not a lot of points. There's a bump and a foul, but no whistle. Fans wanted it. I wanted it. Didn't get it. Barnes is at the top. Going to give it to Golden. Tigers trying to settle down. Who's the foul going to be on? They're going to say it's going to be on Durant for holding Cherry. Maybe. Yeah. Tiger basketball under the basket. Let's see if we can get a simple inbounds play under our own goal. No, it's going to be on the side. How is that on the side? Oh,
I'm
well,
not
whatever.
Sure. That foul looked like it took place inside the lane, which should have been an underneath.
Yeah. Golden put it on the floor. He's got Dolan over here. There's a quick one. And Dolan is fouled. It spins around and goes down. Dolan's going to the line. Chance for a 4-point play.
Boy, he's got a quick release.
And, he starts it down. Here we go. Let's look at it again. Here's the pass coming out. Sucks in the D. Dolan, let's watch it go around and around and get dizzy and fall through. Let's see if the 80% free throw shooter can make good, and he does. Big play by Dolan. The Tigers are back to matching their biggest lead of 9.
Don't foul him. He's out of control, boys.
He's got jets, though. It's quick. Let's see, though, on the floor. It's not sending to the line. Let's just take it. This one they're going to take underneath. All right, let's watch. Okay, they're going to go on a line now, so hopefully they won't have a chance to sneak somebody down underneath. They do. As a little guy, it was Jones, and he scores. All 5'8" of him got position underneath. That's twice the Tigers have been victimized underneath the basket. Golden, and he works it in between 2 defenders and gets called. There's a foul. Sapulpa. I think it's going to be on Tafe, his second. So they're going to say he was shooting. Hogut asked the officials if they're sure about that. He said, yeah, we're going to let him shoot.
We're going to need those at some point.
Let's look at how good the Tiger defense has been tonight. Midway through the third quarter, they've given up 36 points to the Chieftains, and the Chieftains' lowest point total in the season is 77 against Muskogee in a 77-50 win. So, oh my goodness gracious. Oh, and they get 2 points out of it. That's a double dribble.
That's what I saw.
Got behind you. Golden's going to take it, penetrate in. He can't get it up, not strong enough. Jumped off the wrong foot, bounces off a foot over there. That's still second count. It still should be on. Wow. I don't know. Well, that's traveling. Offensive rebound. Cherry comes down with the block. He's going to get called for the foul, being on top of the back. Officiating for the most part's been good tonight, but I think they missed a couple of what could have been turnovers.
Yeah, defensively, we've looked ragged the last little bit, and that's
coming back to bite us a little.
It's hurt us some.
It's cost us fouls as well as points. That one's no good. Got to box out this time. Jamel Bruner checking in. There's Jamario Jones at the line. He missed the first one. Tigers lead by 6, 44-38. Their largest has been 9. The only time they trailed was early. 7-6. Got a 9-7 lead, and then went on to not be behind after that. McGurty was fouled on a reach around, and he's going to get called for traveling. Throwing the basketball, and boy, sloppiness has gotten contagious.
Yeah, that pressure is difficult. I was just impressed at how well he got the ball down the floor, and just one little mishandle.
That was the old leaving your feet to pass. Good closeout on the shooter. We've got Cherry at the top. That time couldn't get to him. Doesn't go. Tally with a block. And now Cherry from behind with a block. Scrapping down on the floor. Who's going to get the basketball? And it's going to come out. Oh, and there's going to be a foul grabbing the leg of Golden as he was trying to get the ball. Foul's on Duncan.
Boy, both teams are playing so hard.
Hard and fast, and it just gets just a little helter-skelter for me sometimes.
Yep.
Cherry, a big man handling the basketball, got it over to Dolan, who's going to try to penetrate now. Going to give it to Cherry down the baseline, gives it up. Tally, and he's grabbed. So Tally's going to shoot a couple. That looked like a fourth quarter foul where you grab the guy's arms and don't let him do anything.
Yeah.
Hack-a-shack kind of thing. It's good with that one.
That was going to be an easy 2, so I can understand why Sapulpa fouled.
Yep.
Boy, I'm so impressed with the way our Tigers move the ball, both by the dribble and with the pass. Nice to see from a young team.
Hogat goes in, can't score. Dolan had the rebound, losing it. Tally tries to throw it in, and Dogan's going to chase after the floor and get it up to Cherry. Here he comes. He's going to slow it down. Yeah, it goes in. Tally's going to take it up over Hogat and gets it. So a nice sequence there by the Tigers, scrapping to get the basketball. Scrapping to get the basketball, and then Cherry coming down, pushing it, but then pulling up at the right time, seeing no advantage.
Yeah, he did a great job of not forcing it. Allowed Tally to get some pretty good position, not all the way on the post, but that mid-post area. Tally grabs the ball, makes a good offensive move, and goes up strong from about 5-6 feet out.
So Tigers getting contributions from several players tonight. And, Tally's one of them with the energy. Cherry's in his first game. And I'm telling you what, Jared Barnes, those 2 charges he took early were big.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime you take a charge, you automatically energize your teammates and the crowd. Anybody who understands basketball and understands that you just allowed yourself to get run over, they appreciate that.
One thing, Mick, you've been keeping track of have been offensive rebounds by the opponent. And so far, in the second quarter, the Tigers limited Sapulpa to 2 after they got 6 in the first, and they probably got 2 or 3. You got them for 3 this quarter.
Yes,
but that was early.
Yeah, they started the game with 6 in the first quarter, and they've only had 5 since.
So Hogat gets a big 3, cutting the Tiger lead to 5.
But an offensive rebound right there turns into 3, and those are killers.
Ooh, risky, lackadaisical pass. Barnes gets the catch though, and the foul is going to go on Tafe, his 3rd. Barnes will get to shoot 1 in the bonus. Let's see if he can push this lead back up to 7.
There's another
Dennis checks in.
Another one of those possessions where we got a little lackadaisical. A lot of standing, and it's easy to do when the other team's so active that you're watching your teammate to see what they're going to do. But what they really need you to do is cut, flash to open places, go set a pick for your teammate.
One thing you can't do with a lackadaisical lob pass is throw it towards the backcourt.
Correct. Now, if that gets picked off right there, it's an easy 2 on the other end.
Oh, nice entry pass. Oh, Dennis catches one inside and scores. We see a little bit of personality come out at it, and he catches the ball to the net and hands it to the official under the basket.
Yeah, not sure how much personality you can have when you've got 3 points on the night. But.
And those are his first 2 from the floor. But they found a way to try to get him going.
Sapulpa's in a zone.
That's a deep one from Golden. Yes, sir. Wow, I don't think anyone expected that. Tigers lead 52-45. We got a timeout here. We'll take 30 seconds on AeroVision.
My name is Abigail Bailey. I was at my yearly checkup when I was 12, and we went and got x-rays, and she diagnosed me with scoliosis and that we needed surgery as soon as possible.
Tulsa Bone and Joint was very compassionate. They took their time with us. They answered questions. He was very encouraging.
Dr. Clark helped me see that there is life after spinal fusion. Just because your spine is fused doesn't mean that you can't do what you love to do.
All right, you were telling me that's as deep as you've seen Golden shooting. I happened to be there with you. That was NBA-ish, if you will.
Yeah. Yeah. The coach in me is saying, you're kind of nursing a 4-point lead at the time, and they've made a little run. Wouldn't hurt to run a little clock, and they're in a soft zone defense, but boy, he felt it and let it fly. Thank goodness it went in.
Well, he got the rangefinder out and said, oh, there it is, and stuck it, got beep, 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 beep. And, when he got that long beep, he took it. He knew where he was doing. He had it. Yeah. Sophomore hit it.
All right, we counter their zone with our zone of our own. Oh,
oh my goodness. Now
there
what? Now do they get that one? Yeah. Second time was the charm that time, not the third time. The second time he walked before he put the ball on the floor, and then after he picked up his dribble, walked again. Golden's going to take the impounds from Dolan. He's going to put it on the floor. That could have been a walk too. Is that what you're saying?
Well,
and a foul.
And the lowered shoulder.
Yeah.
On defense, my goodness, this is a physical game.
Oh, he's hurt. He's limping. Golden's limping a little bit. I think he maybe got bumped knees. And boy, I tell you what, there's some quick hands out there. Dennis knocked that one away. Challenges Dolan and he scores. Golden's going to come off. Not sure exactly what happened there but he's feeling worse for the wear, so he'll come to the sideline. Dolan looking to inbounds. Gives it to Nagy. Nagy's going to put it on the floor. Go behind the back. Talley's coming up the screen. Nagy takes it. Dolan, not enough room. Spins on Hogat. Penetrates. Gets it to McGurty, who's going to take it in. Little spin. Going to get fouled. Going to shoot two.
Boy, had an open player there. He just didn't see him. We'll take 2 free throws.
Tigers have been, I don't want to jinx them, but I'm going to say it anyway. Tigers have been shooting well from the line tonight. Coach Evan Drake going with the, he's got the Christmas sweater on or Christmas shirt. I couldn't tell, I know his brother Taylor very well. I thought maybe he got that out of Taylor's closet.
Well, he's got the matching ugly tie to go with that ugly shirt. But it's festive.
It is festive, for what that's worth. Festive doesn't necessarily mean ugly, though. So I don't know where the ugly sweater, why festive and ugly, how they became one and the same.
Wait till you see that tie.
I'm going with you, but it doesn't mean it's festive just because it's ugly. Dennis kicks it out, finds a wide open guy in the corner. And the three just before the quarter is good. And it's a 6-point game as we go into the third. We'll be back for an exciting fourth quarter after this on AeroVision.
My dad's always saying a little extra effort now will really pay off later. Here's how you can put in just a little extra effort and help out our schools in a big way. Just switch your checking account to TTCU. It's easy, and every time you use your school pride card, TTCU donates to our schools. So far, over $1 million. They're the only ones doing that. So make the switch to TTCU and be the person who's making a difference for our schools.
Tiger Threads is your one-stop shop to get all things BA. Whether you're a little Tiger, current student, or proud alum, a parent, or just a fan of Broken Arrow, Tiger Threads is taking black and gold to a whole new level with apparel and spirit accessories. Tiger Threads is located inside the front entrance of Broken Arrow High School and is open Monday through Friday. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook and visit us online at batigerthreads.com.
(54-50) as you see it there on the scoreboard. That three-point basket late really changed the complexion of the fourth quarter here early. Tiger with the basketball. We're in for excitement. Can the Tigers hang on and give these Chieftains their first loss? McGurdy's going to take the three after thinking about it. Doesn't go back iron. Sapulpa with the rebound. That little hesitation. You're going to hesitate, just don't do it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice hands on defense. Hogart thinks about it. He's going to penetrate and dish out to the baseline to Dennis. Dennis seems to have recovered from whatever ailed him there when he was on the floor for about 30 seconds. Going to pull up from three. Doesn't get it. Williams gets the rebound and is fouled. So there's one of those offensive rebounds. Boy. I'm telling you, maybe do the old Eddie Sutton thing with both the girls and the boys. Just put them in the football gear and say, come on, kids. Get after it. Okay, that one misses by Williams, thank goodness.
There's the occasional bad bounce, the long rebound that you can't help, and coaches are okay with that. But when a ball bounces a foot from the basket and you don't get it, it's difficult to overcome.
3-point lead now. Things are getting a little intense for the Tigers. It's been a while since they've only had a one-possession lead. There's a foul, and Logan Dolan's going to go to the line, and that's not bad news at all. Dolan says, do you want me to make him, Coach? Yeah, make both of them, Logan.
It's been a physical game. I see multiple guys out there kind of limping.
Yes. I'm feeling some of it myself. Maybe that's just age. Oh, my goodness. Fourth quarter. That's when things get a little more tense. The free throws are a little more hard to shoot. Dennis puts on the floor. He's going to kick out. Hogat is going to drive, go baseline, and Cherry on the backside of a rebound, not in rebounding position. And another offensive rebound. Dennis going to penetrate, and he's going to be held on the floor by Cherry. And it will be a 1-and-1 for Cameron. There's another offensive rebound that could lead to potential points in a tie. Well, not a tie ball game. It's a three-point game, but Dennis gets the first of the one in bonus. Now comes the bonus. Doesn't go. Cherry rebound. Again, they kind of walked to that spot, didn't put a body.
Well, I sure thought I saw a lane violation on.
Dennis with the steal of Golden, but it goes out of bounds on the slap out. Oh, it's not a lane violation on one of the players in blue?
Yes, got in a little early. So that might have been why he was a little quicker to that spot than we were.
Well, the ball bounded away to the spot we needed it to. All right, let's see if our sophomores grow up some here in this fourth quarter. They've done a good job of growing up during the game. Cherry gave a little push to Cameron Dennis. No one saw it. Dogan, quick release. Can they get it? No, good rebound by Cherry. He's going to go to Dolan over here on this side with the left hand. Nice dish down by Cherry. Good court awareness there to see Logan cutting to the hole. Oh, and a steal by Dolan. He gets it slapped away. Doesn't go. Good rebound, Cherry. Here he is going to push. He's got Dolan ahead. Dolan's going to go across. Tally, no, and then back to Cherry. Oh, but Stickett came in and battled it. Here comes Cameron. Got a turn. Oh, he's going to kick it out instead of taking a layup. Three-pointer. Doesn't go. Tally. Oh, and he gets run into by Hogat. Or is that Nagy? That's Nagy down there.
Nagy ought to get the free throws on that. Woo. So there was some great ball movement on this end on that last break.
Yeah, I was giving Tally credit, and it's Nagy actually making the plays. Number 1. The official's talking to somebody about something. I don't know if it's about an injury or Hogat. Hogat may have some, maybe ran into somebody and have some blood we got to clean up. Or the official gets some words he didn't like from Hogat. No technical was called, but he's talking with the coach. Maybe it's just that Hogat's going to come to the bench. Maybe. There's all kinds of mess going on down there. We don't know who's checking in, who's checking out. Now the officials are going to call him in. Hogat will go to the bench. And who else? Sapulpa needs one more to go. There it is. Jamario Jones goes to the bench as Jay Duncan, the three-point shooter, checks in, and Julian Smith, he with the quickest hands of anyone we've seen on the court tonight. And maybe the quickest feet. So Nagy gets that one.
He's playing with 4. We need to just isolate him when he's on defense and go right at him. Force him to foul or get out of the way.
I think Nagy's been perfect tonight on free throws. Like that. That was offensive push-off, if you want to call it. Oh, yeah. Sticka maybe moving just a little bit too much. I think he slid over at the last minute. He's going to pick up his 5th. He was there, and then Smith made a little body move in midair. And Sticka may have moved with him at that time. You see that one again?
Yeah, there was definitely some movement. I just know these players are a lot faster than the ones he's been used to playing with the last few years,
yep.
And he's learning too.
Yeah, he is.
But well, that was one that could have gone either way. It could have been an easy no call.
First free throw was good.
Double bonus for both teams. A lot of free throws may be shot in the last.
And I would guess
5:43.
If the Tigers maintain this lead, they'll be the team that needs to hit them.
Oh, definitely.
Obviously. Sapulpa gets both those from Smith. Timeout, 32nd timeout. And I think we've got something special cooking here tonight. 58-54 Tiger lead. Defense has kind of been the name of the game.
Yeah, it's going to take our Tigers taking care of the ball, because we've already seen it all night. Sapulpa's got that quickness. They're going to be able to play some pressure defense. We cannot run off and leave the ball. Got to hang out in case there's a double team. Can't make that slow pass toward midcourt. Everything's got to be crisp. We can't get it up in the air to make our passes. Jump stop, elbows out, come to the ball. Boy, all those things that I know these coaches talk about in practice a lot. This is where we've got to see it.
Now, unless something strange happens, Tigers are going to score well above their season average tonight and eclipse their season high of 60. And Sapulpa is going to be well under their season average. So
there's that double team.
Good catch by Dolan. That's going to come across the other way to Barnes. Oh, that was that. Ooh.
Not quite as
crisp, and you got to get it to the out as far away from the defender as you can in the reach of the offensive guy, and that was like a quarterback pass behind the receiver. Yeah, get there in the backcourt and take that one. McGurdy putting it on the floor. Some traffic right there. Somebody's got a break to get open. Here comes Nagy.
Got to move, boys. Got to move. Lots of picks.
Nagy handling it out there, being guarded by Durant. McGurdy puts it on the floor, and there's going to be a hold. They're going to call.
That could be his 5th.
They're going to call number 2 on because they are face guys. They do not want Dolan to get the basketball, and so that is going to be all for Julian Smith, and he doesn't know what he did. holding Dolan on the perimeter. So there's a chance now. 2 free throws. That helps you relax a little bit more than that 1-and-1. You know you got 2 to go, so your first one a little more comfortable with.
Well, the good shooters walk up there thinking they're making both of them all the time anyway. It doesn't matter if it's a one-shot technical.
I just remember Dylan missed his last one. I couldn't believe it. There we go. That's pure.
Yeah.
Back on it. Got his stroke down. Boy, well, let's not say it. Good job. 6-point lead. Let's just maintain it there. Let's just keep it and extend on it. No less than 6. That makes us all too nervous.
Yep.
Challenged. Couldn't get it.
First
there was
time,
Dolan to grab that board.
First time tonight we've gone to a very soft 2-1-2 defense.
Nagy penetrates. McGurdy in the corner. Needs to get it out of there.
Yeah. Help him.
Here comes Barnes now. Barnes in the corner. Yeah, good call by Coach Wallace. Timeout. 30-second timeout. And so twice in a row we get caught down in the no man's land, that corner down there. And the only thing worse than that corner is the one when there's a half-court press on you and you stop.
That's right.
Well, but neither are good.
Yeah. What was bad is we got it in the corner, got it out, and went right back to the corner. And again, that youth, got to keep the force spread, but you got to keep it out of the corners. Can't allow a team like Sapulpa to trap you because you know they're just waiting on it. They've done it so many times tonight.
I would like to see it sometime. Maybe run something to get Cherry down on the block and just throw it up and let him get it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Sapulpa's big man was out on Barnes, out on the wing right there. So I'm not sure who was on Cherry, but it wasn't anybody his size.
So Hogat is going to be on Dolan, and that's it. Dennis is on Cherry. So Cherry's got the strength on him. They're going to try to go to, almost made that catch. Pass just a little too high. Cherry, with a block, but he's called for the foul. He came down with the arm just a little too much. But boy, he got up and had the block. I thought all ball, but that's one of those toughies that when you come down with that arm, it's just going to look like a foul.
Yeah, we missed an opportunity on that. We ran a great out-of-bounds play.
Hogat can't hit the first.
Pass was just a little too high, too far away from the basket right there. We gotta get that one up there where it's an easy catch and shoot for Cherry on the offensive end down here.
Nice call, just didn't get it executed. So they get 1 of 2. It's a 5-point game. Obviously full court pressure. Nagy's got it.
There we go. Come
McGurdy.
help. Nice. Come help. Good.
Cherry, well, he's thinking it. Doesn't get it. Dolan challenges for the rebound. He gets it for, pass almost a good thought. Williams makes a good play for Sapulpa going the other way. What are they going to get? Going to call a block because he put his hands in the air, which you can do. But thought it was good positioning there by McGurdy. Call just went the other way. Toughest call to make, though. I see you agreeing with me from that moan.
Everybody buys a ticket, thinks they know which call is the right one to make right there. But my goodness, guys, it is so hard to make that on a split second when both players may not be moving. It's tough.
And again, as you said earlier, you're looking from behind the play straight on, and it's hard to tell if a guy's moving back or sideways or which direction he's going. When you got a traffic down there.
We have not.
Doesn't get either one of them. Good rebound there by McGurdy.
We have not seen Ian Golden in a while.
A reach in. I thought he may have got that clean.
I think he's been down here getting some treatment.
Okay.
Not sure if it's a hamstring. He's kind of grabbing the back of his leg earlier.
Is it a hammer or maybe the groin area? Somewhere in there.
He's been down getting treatment for several minutes. Hadn't been in the game in a while.
I think he did come back in for a little while, and they had to go right back with him because he just didn't have quite the steps he needed. We'll take that. But fortunately, we got a guy like McGurdy that can come in and handle the ball as well. And now Golden is coming back in, and Barnes is going to come to the side.
One of our strengths this year is we've got a lot of kids that can handle the ball, and it's been very important tonight.
And right now it's learning that, hey, the arena is not too big for you, sophomore.
That is right.
You can play it. This is probably got to say right now, the
backside,
the key growing up game for the Tigers.
Good.
Inside, can't get it. Oh, second chance for Williams. Boy, all Tigers were around that, and they just either mistimed it or something, but whatever it was, there was not a body on Williams. Yeah. Oh, he saw the feet, but didn't see the bump. 5-point ball game. A lot of time left. Durant's got it back at the top. He's going to try to settle things down. They like going through him, it seems like. Even though he was the starter. Oh, nice play by Cherry. Bats it away. Golden's got it. Cherry picks it back up if it's slapped. Here comes McGurdy. There's no one there. There's no one there. Slow down. You can find Dolan on this far side. Don't get trapped down there. And he does, and he throws it away. Oh, nice play by Williams. That's his biggest play of the night. Now here comes Nagy.
Get away.
Oh, and he tries going behind the back, gets swiped from behind. Layup doesn't go. Rebound for Hogat, and he gets it back. That comes out where they're rushing when their teammates ahead. Cherry now wants to take it in. He's going to get called for an offensive foul. You can use that forearm in football, but you can't in basketball, and things have not gone well these last minute for the Tigers.
3 consecutive turnovers.
Trying to do too much individually, it looked like, over those exchanges for the Tigers.
Yeah, inexperience showed right there. Even Cherry, had he not called for that offensive foul, there were still 3 blue shirts down there for just the one.
Yeah. Oh, and he's going to call a foul on Barnes well after the thing went through the basket. Interesting. Well, Barnes got there late, and he did foul him, but it was after the play was already over. Sapulpa's taken its lead since early in the first lead they've had since 7-6.
It's an 8-0 run.
Oh, didn't block. Logan got pushed underneath. Hogat pushed him out too low. Wow. Something about using that rear end and putting it in a place where you need to and securing that rebound.
Well, we aren't very big.
Tell you what.
We missed Sticka, Cherry,
Blair.
All of our big boys we missed right there.
Three-pointer on the way, doesn't go. Another offensive rebound. Does he lose it out of bounds? No, I thought he was standing on the line, but you couldn't see it from here, from my vantage point. It's only a 1-point game right now. Williams, jump ball. It's going to go Sapulpa's way. Well, that just means the Tigers get the basketball in the next one. And Dennis in the corner is going to bring it out. There's where you don't force the action with a 1-point game, with a lead. Cameron know what to do. Now he's just going to dribble it for the next minute and 40 until the Tigers got to put some pressure on him. Now he's going to get over to Durant. Durant's going to penetrate, and I don't think Sapulpa's going to look to the basket at all. They're going to wait till they're going to get fouled.
They don't need to.
No, they don't. You got guys that can handle the ball.
Oh, that could have been a carry.
Logan Dolan with the rebound. There we go. Here comes Golden now. Goes all the way in. Oh, rattles out.
Yeah,
Wanted the runner.
We're going to have to foul at some point. Don't want to foul Dennis.
Block. Oh, no. And you make a 3-point play. It's going to be 4-point ball game. That was costly. So some of the sophomore stuff did show up late.
Oh, absolutely. These last 2 minutes. Just,
again, you know, Golden goes down. He gets a fairly decent shot, but in that situation, he's dribbling through 4 guys. You got to pull it back out and say, hey, let's work some ball. And let's go score on a great shot.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get Logan for a look.
Yeah, you don't want to play defense for a minute, which we did.
Oh, my gosh. Golden got pushed underneath and couldn't rebound. Timeout Sapulpa. 65-62. Tigers trail it by 3. 40 seconds to play, roughly. Yeah, I'm thinking, you know, at this point, with it being a 3-point game, you can't play defense anymore. I think you got to foul right away and try to get the ball back.
Right, we're gonna have to go to a man. And coach needs to pick the players that we want to foul, and as soon as those guys get the ball, you always want to slap at the ball hard because you might get the ball and get a turnover. But if not, that's the guy you want to send to the line and hope for a miss. But they just missed, and we didn't rebound. So
yeah, they talk about, and it's not a loss yet, but they talk about learning from a loss. And one thing you learn from a loss is how to lose. I think if you learn more if you win a game like this than if you lose it.
Well, right, we're going to learn one way or the other on this. Coach got a lot of positives from the first three and a half quarters, honestly. We were up 62-55. Didn't write a time down, but I don't know, 2.5, 3 minutes to go. And we haven't scored since.
It was about 3 minutes probably.
We had not given up. We'd given up 5 offensive rebounds in the second and third quarter. We're sitting at 7 in this quarter alone.
There he goes. Dennis throws it away. Ooh, Golden off balance, tries to shoot it. Just a couple more dribbles. Just dribble to the hole and go up strong.
Yeah, out of control. We got to learn. Out of control.
Comes back to pretty much doing whatever you wanted to as freshmen, playing against freshmen. And so, you know, this team was undefeated last season. These sophomores were as freshmen.
Yeah. You know, one thing I can always ask a player is that a shot that you practice? And 2 line layups, warm-ups this evening. I didn't see that one.
You didn't see him going in stumbling and trying to throw the ball up as he's falling down.
Got to stay under control. Because bottom line is you've either got to make the shot or get fouled.
Yeah. And neither happened. Fortunately, it was knocked out of bounds. The Tigers get the basketball. Yeah. So do you think at this point, do you score 2? Do you try to free up Dolan on a shot for a 3? A lot of options I think Coach Wallace can go with.
Yes.
Either one of those will work.
I think the call is you take the shot that they give you. If they're denying the 3 to Dolan, which you know they're going to try, then you should have somebody else that can get a back cut for an easy 2. Because an easy 2, a foul, and a missed free throw gives us an opportunity to tie or win.
Dolan's your inbounder. The one person they do not have out on the court right now is Cameron Dennis, and maybe that could be because he's maybe still a little banged up and doesn't have the quickness that he needs on defense, because he does have the length to guard. It's going to stay here. That one's knocked out of bounds by Tafe. They can run the same play from that spot, but a little different. Golden's going for 3. Online, he got it. He tied it up. So a couple of big threes tonight by Golden. Boy, now it gets hairy, doesn't it?
Yep.
Sapulpa calls a timeout.
Just getting ready to say they don't have Dennis on the floor. So I bet he checks in.
Yeah, there he is. He's going to the bench now and he's going to check in. Wow.
Because he's a good player. It's going to be tough to guard one-on-one. We're going to see what we're made of right here.
Yeah. Man, I'm almost, you hate to, you don't want to put anybody on the line, but this is one of those times where you maybe hack a shag to get the ball back. I wouldn't want to give Cameron Dennis the last shot.
Yeah. Well, I would imagine one of the assistant coaches is very aware of who on the floor has shot what free throw percentage tonight, along with what they average on the season. Because with Sapulpa's quickness, it's going to be hard to keep them from getting a shot off. Now, what we can hope for is that shot is a contested, difficult shot.
And we're going to have to probably, pressure them on the perimeter, but not let them beat us off the dribble. And that's the thing that the way it's been playing, you mentioned those offensive rebounds, they could just throw up a shot and have the advantage on the boards against the Tigers tonight, especially late in the fourth.
Yep. Well, we could hope for an early shot. I know a lot of coaches like that shot to go up in the air with about 4 seconds left, and that way if there is an offensive rebound, you got a chance at tipping it in.
Yeah.
But not enough time for the other team to get it down the floor. And, hey, if they shoot early, we can secure it. We can take it.
Tigers have Dolan, McGurty,
looks like
Talley.
We're zoned up.
Golden and Nagy on the floor defensively.
Shot on the perimeter is what we want. We don't want to drive to the bucket.
And you want to box Williams
and a dump
Hogat off the ball, off the floor, and not allow them to get to the rim on an offensive rebound putback. Officials are discussing something there on the court.
I think they're discussing the substitute. Dennis did not check in the game in time.
I saw him pointing at it. Well, I don't know if it's in time, but he maybe never went to the bench. And now let's see, are they going to let him in? Now, nope. They're going to say that he cannot come in. So Jamario Jones, because you've got to you've got to be called in by the officials if you're checking in. He never went to the bench. He just thought on a timeout I can go in. So, and Sapulpa has no timeouts left, so they couldn't call another one to get Dennis in. So the play they may have wanted isn't going to take place. Good switching defense by Dolan. No. Oh, and we're going to go to overtime. Golden secured that rebound at the buzzer. We'll be back with bonus basketball at 65-65 here at Tiger Fieldhouse on Aerovision.
Happiness is getting what you want. But first, let me explain how I got here. When I needed a vehicle, I went online and saw tons of ads. Click here, buy here, come here. So overwhelming. I want the best price and selection with the least hassle. So it's simple. I clicked on MatthewsFordVA.com, made an appointment to take a test drive, and was greeted with a warm handshake and the fantastic price that matched what I saw online. Click, shop, drive at MatthewsFordVA.com, only in Broken Arrow.
To get great care for your everyday life, you need more than an everyday doctor. You need one that listens. And that's just what Ascension doctors at St. John do. Listening to you helps us see your whole picture. And with care teams who take the time to understand you, getting the care you need when and where you need it has never been easier. Find care that is right for you at getstjohncare.com.
All right, we are back with overtime, knotted at 65, and it does appear that Cameron Dennis did check in before we went to the overtime period. Talley is going to jump against Williams, and the Tigers are the same as they were whenever we went to break. No really big guy on the court, unless you want to count Logan Dolan at 6'5", but 6'5" and very slender. And the tip controlled by Williams back to Dennis. Ooh. Williams inside. He's going to go up and scoop it. Wasn't even challenged there defensively. Too easy.
Yeah, I think we've gone small, and I think we have some players that are out of position. Not used to defending down low like that. And it showed right there.
Well, Dolan's a smart basketball player, but he's also just a wing guy, and so that's a different position for him. Ooh, risky pass, good catch. Golden's going to take that one, doesn't get it. Felt some pressure coming and may have hesitated, and he's hurt again, and he's limping. Tried to draw the charge, couldn't get it. Dennis scores. Golden's going to have to come out. Wallace is going to have to see that. He's in pain. He's falling down now. He's going to try to get a timeout, and an official timeout. I think they told him just to go down. Probably should have gone down earlier before possession was taken over, and now Barnes is going to check in.
The official closest to him had to watch the ball.
Yeah.
And did not see him, but yeah, I can't tell if it's a quad,
a groin, a knee, something down, you know. He's hurting. 4-point game. One of your better shooters is on the bench. Back door, Nagy gets fouled, and he's going to go to the line. Would have liked to seen that ball just kind of defy gravity and crawl up and over the rim and go in.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what we do defensively here. That zone we started overtime with has allowed 4 easy points.
Yeah. Nagy hits the first one.
Like to see us go for full court pressure.
There it is, you got it.
Oh,
Tally. Oh, almost. Tally with about an 8-inch height advantage.
Good hands.
Man.
Well, this kid's going to be nice to watch. Oh, another near miss.
Barnes gets called for the foul. Jared Barnes just happens to be in a place where officials like to call fouls. Yeah. That's all you can say. Simon Blair is going to check in as Barnes fouls out.
Yeah, you've pretty much got, if you're going to press, you've got to run a 3-on-2, 2-on-1 kind of fast break drill where those kids get tons and tons of practice on how to react to that ball moving so quickly. Mm-hmm. And I'm kind of the belief that you got to pick one or the other, and we've gotten caught a couple times tonight trying to guard both, and you can't. You just can't at this level guard both the ball and
turnover on the inbounds. Wow. Jacoby Durant makes the Tigers pay with that steal and bucket. It is now a 6-point game. Dolan just threw it a little too far for Nagy.
When you're not coming toward the ball, it's a difficult pass to throw and a difficult pass to catch.
As he's running parallel with the inbounds passer.
And it's the easiest pass to get picked off. And so I like to see those guys coming straight toward the ball.
Or somebody, coming down and running a little screen for the passer, or for the two guys, and then you basically set the screen, you turn around, the ball comes to you as the screener. But easy to do up here.
I would not want the ball handler's job tonight on either team.
It would be hard to, or even the inbounders, because there's just pressure everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Both teams have been coached defensively very well. The on-the-ball pressure tonight has been incredible.
Boy, but you had them on the ropes, and right now it's looking like unless the Tigers can string some baskets and stops together, then going to let Sapulpa get out of here with one that when you had them on the ropes. Oh, nice hands there. Dolan going to pull up and shoot that one. Hand in the face, and he got it. All right, cut it in half. Let's go. Dennis with the basketball. Little half-court trap might be nice. Back in a 1-3-1 set, looks like. Dennis penetrates, loses the handle on it. Nagy's got it. Dolan again. Oh my God. Oh, nice rebound there by McGurty. Gives it to Dolan one more time. He got that one. Yes, sir. Believe. It's tied at 73.
Wow. Boy, these people get their money worth tonight.
And then some.
Goodness.
Pull up.
That's a tough shot.
Oh, and he got it. Wow, the little mid-jumper fadeaway by Durant.
Come to the ball, boys.
1 minute. Well, they don't want to call that a little bump there. Almost a backdoor, but Arthur's with it outside. He's a shooter. That's why he's in there. Gives it up to, now Dolan's got it. Pressured by, he's going to roll the little floater, left it short. Dennis comes up with the rebound. He's going to push, and no reason for him to go all the way, but he's going to anyway, and he scored it. 4-point game. Tigers still with time. Here comes McGurty. Little crossover. He's going to take it all the way to the hole. What's going to happen? Little bump. McGurty's going to go to the line and shoot two. That foul is on Durant. Kobe Durant, and it's only his first.
Well, Dolan has worked so hard for the ball, off the ball.
Yes.
That the fatigue got him right there. He made a great move. Nice little pull-up 8-footer, but just didn't have the legs to get the ball there.
And we've seen him make that shot several times in this season. Big free throw there by McGurty. Needs this next one. That one's clean. Little pressure now. Trap right there. Strong. Oh, they got the timeout. Sapulpa, that's their only one of the overtime session. 77-75. It is a full. We'll take half of it with you here on AeroVision in overtime.
My name is Abigail Bailey. I was at my yearly checkup when I was 12, and we went and got x-rays, and she diagnosed me with scoliosis and that we needed surgery as soon as possible.
Tulsa Bone and Joint was very compassionate. They took their time with us. They answered questions. He was very encouraging.
Dr. Clark helped me see that there is life after spinal fusion. Just because your spine is fused doesn't mean that you can't do what you love to do.
I'm nervous, Mick. How about yourself, brother?
Oh, tell you what. I gave up coaching for this reason right here.
I like what I saw. The Tigers, they were hoping to get the 10-second. They didn't. They're trapping. As soon as Sapulpa gets across half court, they had him in the corner.
No, we did everything right.
Coach Bruner did what he needed to do.
Absolutely.
Call that timeout. 17.79 on our clock. So we're 9/100ths of a second slower than what you're watching at home.
We can get another trap. They do not have a timeout this time.
They will go with a bump, and the foul's going to be on McGurty. And it looks like is it going to be Dennis? Not the guy you wanted to foul. He just comfortably sank the last two, and he's been to this free throw line several times.
Might have been the guy you'd want to double team out of bounds so that he does not get the ball.
Yeah.
But they may have better free throw shooters. We may not have had a lot of options.
Well, he was the first one to catch it, and you really didn't, because you needed to make sure you left yourself enough time to come down and hopefully score, and then stop them one more time. Tigers down by 3. We can take a miss right here on a rebound. How about it, Cameron? Nope. So Sapulpa's going to put a little pressure to slow down the the attack of the Tigers. McGurdy just got his hands on it. Here we go. Look out behind you. Oh, and he's tripped in. Oh, there's a foul right there. McGurdy went to the floor as he was tripped by Taffet. So McGurdy's going to shoot 2. And you almost have to foul right away. I like to get the 10-second count if you can, but when there's only 12 and a half seconds to play, that's not enough time. You've got to foul right away on the inbounds pass. That's assuming that McGurdy makes both of them.
That's right.
If he doesn't, you foul anyway.
Only exception to that might be if they inbound the ball in the corner, which is a cardinal sin. Don't do it. But if they do and you can get a trap, there's a chance they might throw it away.
Yep. But that's if they're not smart, if they think that they're going to get 5 seconds called on me.
Yeah.
But there is no, if you're trapped in the corner, just stay trapped in the corner.
Yep. If you're able to pivot and not get tied up for 10 seconds, you've done a pretty good job.
Yeah, you got to reach in there and try to get a jump ball. McGurdy did miss the first one. He got that one. So now it's find somebody and foul him, and Arthur's the guy that does it. And you're going to see Jacoby Durant go to the line, and that guy has been steady all night. His game got the little 10-foot jumper that kind of sent us into where we are right now.
Yeah, you mentioned how senior-laden their team was, and their seniors have stepped up big here in this final parts of the regulation and overtime.
Big free throw there. Well, that's what they say about sophomores. They're not seniors yet, but they will be.
Yep.
So we'll be that team in a couple of years.
I was looking for you to tell me how many he had made in a row, because that's a surefire way to get him a miss.
Well, he's made more than enough, and he looked like he was very calm.
Yeah, good looking shot.
Dolan falling away, and I'm going to say, what do we got? Stepped out of bounds. That'll pretty much do it. 81-76, 5-point game.
Don't foul, don't foul. Coach, tell him don't foul.
Yeah.
Go for the steal, but don't foul.
Well, the final day of semester testing will not be as joyous as it could have been.
I tell you, they can sure walk the halls with their heads held high, though, because they have competed.
They did compete.
Very
Thought we had
well.
some of that little 10-0, 12-0 run that Sapulpa went on. That was costly. You saw the sophomoreism, if that's a word, show up a little bit.
Yep, and we said it early that they're going to learn from this no matter what the outcome.
I just feel, though, you would learn more from a win in this situation than you would from a loss.
Well, and there are times of the year that you need a win. Going into Christmas break is one of those times. But boy, as young as this team is, I think everybody expected them to take quite a few lumps, but they've competed a lot better than a lot of people expected.
You learn more from a positive than you do from a negative, and taking away this last one the Tigers, the guys had to feel like, hey, we've got this one, let's just hang on and win it. And maybe they, just that one little stretch there. That's really the only part of the bad game we've had.
Yep, and maybe the next time
it won't happen.
Next time, don't.
Coach Wall steps out there and goes, what are you doing? Yeah. Sometimes, now you just because it's going to be hard for you to get down the court in 3 seconds, so it's going to look like instead of a 5-point loss, it could look like a 7-point loss.
Yeah.
Well, and I mentioned that this is, they have surpassed now what I said would be their lowest outcome of the season. I thought that they beat Booker T. Washington in the first game of the season, 80-72, and now they've gone past that. They had took them overtime. The Tigers took them to overtime to do that. The number 3 team in the state, and the Tigers showed well. Unfortunately, not going to show up in the win column. That last tee by Logan Dolan beat the clock, but it doesn't go. 83-76. Tigers lose a tough one. Mick. And it's not going to be the same team that we see come second semester.
No, a lot of growth, a lot of growth. And we spent a lot of those late minutes without either of our starting big men. So to be able to compete with different players on the court, with Golden being out with an injury, a lot of positives.
Well, and you mentioned the big man. Well, sure, we'll see more basketball out of the football player Cherry, because as he gets a whole winter's break to practice.
Absolutely. These other guys have been in the gym practicing since October. He's been in for about 2 weeks. So, yeah, I expect him to do great things. Saw some wonderful things tonight in his limited minutes. He made some big impacts, different parts of the game. He's exciting. He's going to bring that above the rim factor to our game that we don't have much of right now.
All right, the Tigers lose a tough one here in overtime to the number 3 ranked Sapulpa Chieftains. They played well and hung in there, but just give it up a little late, unfortunately, on the last day of winter break. We're going to see you back here on January 4th. That's a Friday night game as the Jinx Trojans come to town. For the AeroVision crew, my partner, Mickey Replogle, this is Steve Cowan saying thanks for joining us tonight here on AeroVision.